Short, bald, and angry.
You sometimes find that your dreams get in the way of your dream. Get out of here! Dreams blocking dreams. Dreams preventing my dreams from dreaming. Get out of here, Baldy! He called down a curse on them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 she-bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys.
I'm a shooter, goddammit.
Cross me again, I'll put a bullet through your head!
Not that kind of shooter. I'm a peace-loving shooter. A cameraman. I might appear to be short, bald, and angry on the outside, but I assure you I am tall, happy, and handsome on the inside. I am a walking contradiction. Let's get this thing started. In 3, 2, 1. Welcome to episode 8 of the Short, Bald, and Angry podcast. My name is Cinco, and my guests today are Chocolate Brown and Solomonophonic Sound. This is my first 3-way on the podcast, not my last, and while I would always prefer to 3-way with beautiful women, if I'm going to do it with dudes, I want the dudes to be like these guys. Mad cool and fun to hang with. We were definitely chilling hard on this episode. I met these 2 guys like I met a lot of the guests who have come on and will come on the show through Chris Carr at Gamba Forest. And like last episode's guest, Deuce Ellis, these 2 guys are able to perform in the middle of a comedy show and hold their own. Comedy and music don't always blend easy. You know, it takes a special breed to be able to straddle that line. These guys can do it. And this episode is very exciting for me. We had a great conversation, and we recorded 3 songs live. I absolutely do not recommend skipping ahead. You should listen to this whole thing. But if you're curious or only have a few minutes, I highly, highly, highly recommend listening to the recordings. You can't find their music online yet. I think one of the scariest things about doing a show like this is getting caught, in the middle of a conversation, not knowing something. Like whether it's a current event or a pop culture reference, it's always a little embarrassing to not know things. And and I'll be the first to admit that there's a lot I don't know, but that doesn't make the humiliation any easier to bear. But something I didn't know, I didn't know who comedian Judah Friedlander is. I was not familiar with him. But according to Solomonophonic, I was at a show that he performed at. I don't think I was, though. I looked him up. Judah is a hilarious dude, and I'm pretty sure I would definitely remember if I saw him live. But regardless, I hang out at comedy and music shows where hilarious and talented people like Judah Friedlander show up. And you should too. You should hang out at these places. And I'm not just saying that because I'm lonely and I want to hang out with you. I'm saying it because it's good for you. Because you need it. So the 2018 Brooklyn Wildlife Summer Festival is over. And I'm coming off a very tough 10-day stint where I was moving and settling into a new apartment by day and vending at the Brooklyn Wildlife Summer Festival by night. And the festival was so fucking amazing. Over 160 artists came together over the 10 days. It was a crazy marathon. I was on a music intake overload. So many talented artists came through. I have some of them lined up to come on this show. Between being at most of the events and moving into my new apartment, I'm totally exhausted, but being around that many talented artists has got my soul energized because when that many talented people come together and overlap, the collective and individual bar raises. I saw my old homie, Honey Cornelius, continue to push his set into new and powerful directions. And he's had a really hard year, and despite that, he continues to push and make new art. Some of his best art. Many of the new artists I saw just totally blew my mind. And I want to thank all of them, all the artists, for sharing their souls and for being courageous and inspirational. I also want to thank all the venues who allowed us to do what we did. The venues included Trans Picos, Tilt, the Bishop Gallery, Secret Project Robot, The Glove. The show at The Glove was awesome. It reminded me of parties I used to go to when I first moved to Brooklyn back in 2000. We were at the Living Gallery on Tuesday. Thank you to Nissa Frank, owner of the Living Gallery, for letting me put up my art all over the walls. We were at Gamba Forest. Thank you, Melissa Hunter Gurney, for always allowing me to set up and vend at your space. And definitely want to shout out the owner of Bizarre Bar, Gene. Thank you for purchasing a copy of my book, Erotica. And also the owner of 456, Paul, for also purchasing my book. Thank you, guys. You both rock. And most of all, I want to thank Chris Carr for being an unstoppable force of nature and for doing the impossible by throwing a ginormous indie music festival with 0 corporate sponsorship. The dude is a total hero and a model to the community. I hope to get him on here again for a festival wrap episode, but he's a very hard guy to pin down. But hopefully we get him on here again. I'll be telling him this for the rest of my life. I'm super honored to have made the art and been involved with this year's festival. Despite all my cynicism and anger and outrage at the world, I truly believe there's an artistic and cultural movement happening around New York City. I mean, there are many of them, but Brooklyn Wildlife is one of the biggest and the best. And it might be one man running the show, but it took 160 different acts to prove my point. So do yourself a favor, follow Brooklyn Wildlife and Chris Carr, and get involved because Brooklyn Wildlife is beyond badass and it's definitely still building. There was a statement I made on this episode about marriage. There were several statements made, but I made one about the woman's side of the family fronting most of the wedding bill, or all of it, and I had to fact check that, but I was mostly right. The women's side of the family is supposed to pay for a wedding. You know, this is a tradition that probably goes back to the concept of a dowry. Very old concept, perhaps totally outdated now. I don't know. But weddings are crazy to me, and we make fun of them a bit on this episode. But I want to shout out all my married friends whose weddings I've been to over the years. I love you, and I'm to this day super grateful to have been at your weddings, in your weddings. They were all beautiful, and I am lightly apologizing for making fun of weddings right now. But not really, because weddings are insane. And, maybe I'm just feeling salty after coming out of a breakup, but I've always thought weddings are just crazy. And that being said, you should definitely invite me to your weddings. I've learned how to be on my best behavior, and if circumstances allow me to, I would love to be there for you on your special day. Truly and sincerely, I love you all. So 17 years ago today, planes were hijacked and flown into the World Trade Center. Today is 9/11 as I record this intro. It's always hard to believe how fast time goes by, but marking it with tragedy isn't something any of us want to do. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Tragedy tends to shape us, and it marks shifts in our lives, and it etches itself into our memories. And, I definitely remember exactly where I was that day and what I did that entire day, and I think most Americans remember exactly where they were and what happened, what they did that day. So I would like to take a moment of silence for all the innocent people who lost their lives, as well as the family members who live on. All right, let's. I'm gonna not go on my rant about my Patreon this episode. Just check the links in the description for all good things. There's a music video by Chocolate Brown, Solomonophonic Sound down there, and get involved. Click on those links. Check everything out, and let's get this started. Don't forget, we recorded 3 live songs that you absolutely have to listen to at the end of this episode. So without further ado, I give you Chocolate Brown and Solomonophonic Sound. We're rolling.
Dude, definitely don't say anything about you being gay or anything.
Okay, I won't. I'll try not to talk about dicks and sucking them.
This is an open-minded podcast. You could say whatever you want.
Oh shit, are we recording?
Yeah. It's all good.
Yeah, man.
This is my first 3-way, guys.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
3-way with 3 guys, nice.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah, that's. I
fantastic.
mean, we all know what we're doing here. You know what I'm
Not-
saying? We all know how to work each other.
Yeah.
Not
Perfectly.
necessarily what I had in mind when I was going to have my first 3-way, but I
Yeah.
think we're going to have fun. It's
No,
going to
yeah.
be good.
It's
Got to
be
do it with a
awesome.
bunch of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Bunch of good-looking guys.
So who do I have here? I'm going to you correct me if I fuck things up. We got Chocolate Brown
In the flesh.
and Solomonophonic.
Wow, he said that very,
Yeah.
very well. Yeah.
Very well.
I've been practicing.
Yeah.
Well,
You can see I just wrote your name for the Brooklyn Wildlife Festival.
dude,
Yeah.
here's the mains here. Because that's supposed to be us.
Well, guess what? I'm not even playing the Brooklyn
I
Wildlife
heard.
Festival anymore,
You
and
just
I'm
told
me.
so upset about it. But You know,
That's because you're going to LA.
yeah, I'm going to LA, and I messed up all the tickets, and you know, I didn't the changing your tickets, that fee is a lot of money.
He has a real problem
Yeah.
with
So-
scheduling.
So like, yeah, I do have a problem with scheduling. Like, I'm always like messing up plans with my girlfriend. I'm always messing up plans with our shows. I'm always messing up plans with everything. It's all because my scheduling's bad. But besides that, when it happens and we make it work, you know, it's great. It
like
works.
jazz, baby.
It's like jazz, baby.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
We're doing it today.
We're doing it today. We're doing jazz right now. Yeah. Yeah. But no, it's yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm Solomonophonic. That's Chocolate Brown.
I'm Brown in your town. Peep the funky sound.
Yeah, that's us, man.
Yeah, so you two are like, I don't really know you that well. We just kind of met at Chris's shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Wildlife Gambafara shows.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love what you two do. It's fucking awesome. I feel like is there a deliberate comedy element, or is that just you responding to the fact that they're comedy shows? So you're kind of like keeping up with the show.
That would make more sense.
It
but,
would make more
but
sense,
we
yeah.
do, you know, comedy and like funny shit live because it's what people need to start doing in general. Because I don't like it when I go to a local show, and everyone's just serious
All the time.
and just like
all
yo,
the time.
just like every song's like, yo, just about my girlfriend, or
Yeah.
yo, just about my mom.
They
It's
describe
like, yo, I'm gonna
every
talk about how my son,
song
how I
before they
can't
play
see
the
my
song.
son anymore.
Like,
It's
just play the song.
Just like that's
Just do it.
depressing. Just play the
Yeah.
song. I'm here to see music.
Yeah.
Let's see music.
And if
Let's-
it like moves the crowd, then you know you give a little short explanation, nothing.
Like
too
after you
long.
move the crowd, you can go into the
Yeah.
details.
yeah, and
you
just
know?
say like
I
a
mean-
one sentence phrase.
Yeah,
maybe.
exactly. If you
Yeah.
want to do it before, just like keep it short, sweet, and to the point. You know, and plus, like, to be honest, the comedy from us is just like it's just who we are as people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We and him just do that.
Oh,
all
it's
the
good.
time.
It's
So just
apparent. Yeah, you're just like, what do you? I forget what you said when you started, but you put your glasses on and you talk about being shy. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I say.
But they're all jokes. They're
I
like-
say, yeah, pretty much, because I don't get shy.
Yeah.
On the stage, like, well, I guess it's a form of shyness because I close my eyes, but like, I've been performing since I was a kid, so
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I
Closing.
really, yeah, you know,
So
it's
it's
just
literally just a joke.
it's just
Yeah.
something to get people
That's what I was
to like,
figuring.
oh my god, let me see what he does, and then like they're amazed. It's just it adds that wow factor, you know?
Yeah,
Because you tell people your name is Chocolate Brown, and they're just like, what?
you're taking them on
And
a
then
journey.
and then you perform, and
Yeah.
then they're just like, oh shit, that's Chocolate Brown, you know?
Yeah.
I like to to get people like.
It's aptly named. You got
It
a
is.
sultry voice.
I appreciate.
We're gonna
that.
hear
It's
you
so-
two sing later on. If
Yeah.
anyone's paying attention early in on the show here,
Hopefully.
make sure you get to hear the ending because we're gonna have some live shit here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How did you two meet? Like, what's your deal? You guys go by the Mains. I just found that out. That's like
Well,
your band name.
The Mains is the project we're working on with our friend Sean Rose. She's
Okay.
in Atlanta right now. We're currently trying to get her to move back to New York, but
Yeah.
you know, we're all
Sean.
you know, I you know, at the same time I messed that one up because I'm going to LA and she was coming, you know, this
Yeah.
week of
Yeah.
the festival. Yeah.
She was coming for the
For
festival.
the
Yeah, for the
festival,
festival. But yeah, anyway, so but yeah, we're gonna try to get her out here hopefully by next year, and you know and then the L train won't be working, so we'll be trapped working on music
Exactly.
the whole time,
We have no
and it'll be
choice
great. Yeah, it'll
but
be
to
great.
stay
I'm
in the
happy
house.
the L train's breaking down because you know
Yeah,
we're
me
just
too.
gonna be having to be trapped making music all the time, and I like that.
It's a creative limitation.
Yeah, it's a creative limitation, exactly.
I barely
So,
take that train anyway.
but how did we meet? So we met at the Well. You know the Well?
Yeah.
So I used to work there. I used to work sound.
Cool.
And yeah, that was a really fun time because like I got that job as soon as I moved to New York. I moved to New York last June, a year
shit.
Wow, man.
year and a quarter ago.
it's kind of weird too.
And yeah, I got that job immediately, and I one of the first few acts that I really loved was Chocolate Brown. He performed in October. I remember.
yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
And
Solo.
No,
No,
I was
it was
actually
Slice.
it was with
Dark Matter.
Dark Matter. He's Dark Matter, my homie Slice. It was actually Dark Matter's show.
Yeah.
He put together a show there, and then like we were just testing out the mics, and he put some dope instrumental on.
No, I put on Wolfpack's "Baby I Don't Know."
Yes, that's what he put.
Baby,
on.
I don't know.
and
Yeah, that was.
I just I fell in love with it. I was just like freestyling off it, and I was like, dude, play something like that again.
Yeah, and like because I knew he was gonna like it because like from what I heard, we were all setting up the stage and like coming up next, Chocolate Brown. I'm like, whoa, that name just
That
took
name
me.
stands out.
Yeah, that name took me, and then I was like, what? And then he performed, and I was like, this is exactly the sound I'm like trying to do right now, you know, like some like soul, soul hip hop stuff,
Yeah.
and basically I was just so into that I just knew he was gonna like this Wolfpack song. I just knew he was gonna love that song because like it had the same range where it was like down here and then it went up here.
Exactly where I like to go. I like to get.
Yeah, and I was
high
like,
up
oh,
there.
this is a Chocolate Brown song if he could write it. So I
I'll
played it.
compliment you on your range, both of you. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
he has range too. He's
Yeah.
talking about my range. He definitely has
I'm
range.
looking forward to hearing whatever you're about to do here.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we just he like sent me some beats. He's like, dude, send me your email and I'm gonna send you some beats. He sent me like 15 fucking beats.
Nice.
I was just like, nobody does that. Nobody sends somebody.
People just
15.
send- people
People
just
just
send
send
two or
like
three.
one, maybe two, and I'm just like, holy shit, he just sent me like.
Right now, my beat pack on Google Drive is like 40 beats.
Nice.
If y'all need
Dude,
beats, hit me up.
Y'all need
But
beats.
yeah.
hit him
Man has
up.
the
Send them
beat pack.
beats and yeah,
It's got beat packs.
beat packs.
And then like just like from there, I just listened to a bunch of them. And then he had a show, and
Which one was that?
The show that you did at Artichoke Pizza.
Oh, that was the next time I saw you, huh?
Right over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a show at Artichoke Pizza in December. It was
One show. Because I was
Yeah.
about to say I've been in there before and like freestyle is happening or like ciphers and shit.
Right.
Oh
I was
well,
like,
yeah.
I
So
wonder-
Saturday
That's a
night
jam,
with
yeah.
Zavin. That's
Okay.
that's something that's really awesome that they do. I haven't.
Saturday?
Saturday,
Saturday nights 11 to 3 a.m. They have Zavin's
jam
an
session.
amazing keyboardist, musician, and just band leader in general, just jam leader. And he can just he knows how to like lead it and just like he has people sit in, just make music with him. And he just knows exactly how, like the vibe, like what people will like, because he has to play at Artichoke. People have to talk and hang out.
Right.
He makes chill music, but it still is just like, whoa, this is nice. Anyway, so
It's
he
fun, yeah.
so
Yeah,
he
it's
plays
You think
every
you're just getting a slice
It's
of pizza?
super-
No, you're getting
No,
No.
you're getting beer
jam.
and
Yeah.
live jam session.
yeah live jams, and it sounds great every time. It's not like an annoying jam session. It's like
No, it's
really
not,
good. It's
yeah.
really amazing sounding. Anyway, so we met. I had a show downstairs. You ever been downstairs at Artichoke?
Yeah.
The comedy nights there are awesome. But I got a show downstairs, and I had I set up my sampler, my DJ rig, my two synthesizers, and like it was like a whole rig set up,
It's
and
fucking awesome.
it was awesome. and so
like
it was.
that scene or like this is
No,
more
no,
than what
this
you
is
would
like
have
more
done?
because what I
It's like
just
DJ
have-
RoboCop.
Yeah, I had a DJ RoboCop set up pretty much, and because I had a 3-hour slot, they was like, yeah, you want to play for 3 hours? You just keep all the door. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Sure.
And so I just played a bunch of instrumentals. I tried making beats live and everything, and then I did my own performances of songs that I'm currently working on personally. And then Chocolate Brown, he can freestyle for days. That's something I noticed about him too, is that he just freestyles. So I was like, yo, come freestyle. So we freestyled for like an hour straight
Yeah.
at that show, and
Yeah.
I was just playing random beats, and we were just like keep going and keep going. People were into it. And then I had Booby Holiday, my good friend,
Yeah.
perform a few
That was
songs.
the first time I met Booby.
And
Booby and Chocolate Brown.
yeah, Booby,
Booby.
Chocolate Brown. Yeah,
Booby Brown.
Those are my best friends right there. Those are my homies.
Nice.
Double B's.
But yeah, the double B's. But yeah, so that was an amazing night. We had a bunch of people play, and it was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the first night you played
That
together.
was the first
Yeah,
time we
first
played
time we
together.
played together.
He just played his beats, and I just went
History in the
all
making.
over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I
after
wish
that,
I was there.
After that, we're just like, all right, we need to fucking work. And, like,
I
now.
remember the first day Chocolate came to my house to record and hang out. I was crying because I lost my job at the well.
Yeah.
God damn it, AJ. Anyway.
Damn you, AJ.
Careful, we're not trying to out anyone on this show.
Much love to the well. Much love. But yeah, that was the day.
Are we live on your Facebook?
We
right
are.
now, or
We're
we
live on Instagram right now. Hey guys,
Instagram?
we are on Short Bald and Angry.
because I'm short
He's
bald.
short, bald, and angry.
I'm not so angry though.
Yeah,
for
I was
the
gonna say
record.
you're really
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
man.
I like ranting sometimes. Like I'll go on rants, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to be happier these days.
I should push this a little bit down so we can see all three of us.
Go for it if you want, man.
Yeah.
You could bring it like out that
Yeah,
way.
if you clamped it like back there, that'd be
Slide it
amazing.
back.
Yeah, got to move that clamp so we can
Slide.
clamp.
How's your power?
My power?
You gonna need to plug back in?
Oh yeah, I was like, my power. I was like, yeah, I have power, bro.
You feeling strong? I'm not in there.
Yeah, Ian's not in there.
We need to. I wish I had. Maybe I do have somewhere one of those like lens attachments. So you get a wide angle on the camera.
Oh, that would be lit, but for the front-facing camera.
That's cool.
But it's gonna have to do.
I'll lean in.
Don't lean in.
We're getting a lot of screen.
We're getting a lot of screen. We're getting a lot of screen.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If you want to go back to your face, it might be more compelling than that.
Dude,
That like
fuck
silhouetted wide shot.
No, I like it like that. Now you can see everything.
But now you can't see your fans. What are they saying? They're saying we
they're-
can't
they're
see.
just-
You know what? They're not saying anything at all. They're just viewing.
It's just like they joined. Wave at them.
Yeah,
Wave.
Yeah, they want me to wave first. They
Do
want me
do
to
a
initiate
E-wave.
contact.
That's what they should call it.
I don't initiate contact with fans. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
I try.
Initiate.
You like treating your fans a little bit like shitty? to
No,
keep
I
them
love
wanting
treating-
more. Or it's like if you're too nice to your fans,
You're
and
too
then
nice
they're
to
not
your fans.
interested. You gotta be
Yeah,
kind of mean to
yeah.
your fans.
Yeah,
And they just
exactly.
walk all over you. Then they just want fucking autographs all the
Yeah.
time.
No, yeah.
Who wants to do that?
Everyone's always just everyone's trying to be nice, and like everyone's always trying to like be too nice.
Yeah.
You like don't. That's in my opinion. That's a little creepy if everyone's too nice. You know
A
what I'm
little
saying?
bit, yeah.
You gotta. We're in New York. You gotta show a little bit of edge. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
That's
need a
what New
little,
York
you
is
need a
known
little
for.
You
pop
gotta
to
show a
you,
little bit of
know?
edge. You know.
Authentic, real shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, just like, be nice, hang out.
Be
you
nice,
know,
hang
we
out.
having a good time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I like, gotta have a little bit of grit is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, we love our fans. Whenever we get them, which is a very rare occasion.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
every time we
every
play,
time we
everybody's
play, we get at least
new fans, yeah.
New fans
Do you
all
you
the time.
perform a lot
Yeah.
around here, right?
Yeah, and we don't. It's crazy. Like I perform, in my lifetime, I performed to a lot of empty crowds. I feel like all of our crowds have not been empty
at all. Yeah.
for some reason. Like they've always been like popping shows. And it's not even us bringing them out. Like it's a lot of people that we work with just bring them out. And I'm like, holy crap, you guys did very well.
Exactly. And then no, to be honest, like something like they come out for us too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we put on shows at Harlem Nights, they come out.
mean,
yeah,
for us,
Harlem
you
Nights.
If
know?
you were
Oh
a
my God.
standout act, I think that's something to come back for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Harlem Nights, by the way. We that's where we like
Is that
got
another showcase thing?
So I mean, right now we're not doing any shows there, but unless you have,
I mean,
you get an email, yeah, okay, whatever.
No, we just
All right.
have we have. A
We'll get it.
follow-up.
Yeah, we
can
get
do more shows.
Yeah, we
Just
get
have
hit
a
up.
follow-up.
Yeah, we usually just get hit up to like Phil and Slots. But
Yeah, shout out to Joe Hill.
Shout out Joe Hill. That's where we like got our performance chops up because we would perform there like every 2 weeks. I would say starting since January, we were performing there every like 2 to 3 weeks. I would say
Yeah.
like until July.
Yeah.
So we would just be like always performing, and then we got our homie Sway on drums. He's been like joining us.
He's a part of the mains. He's an awesome drummer. He's like one of the best drummers.
I think
in
I met
New
him
York.
at
Dark
Dark Matters,
You definitely did.
listening party.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's
Swaysive.
Papo.
Papo.
Sway is he's dope. He's one of the best drummers in New York City.
Cool.
Yeah.
I hope he's watching now.
I love seeing all shit mixed together.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when people collaborate and take it to the next level. It's like it's awesome. That's the coolest thing about music. It's like I don't know if this is a right argument, but I think it's easier. It's easier when you're like collaborating in music to collaborate, whereas like other art forms, it's maybe a little harder. Either it's
Right.
more expensive, or it's just like as like a visual artist, does it really make sense for us to sit here with two pens and working on the same page together?
No,
It's a little
yeah.
awkward and forced.
Yeah.
It's fun sometimes. I've had some good collaborations
Yeah.
with artist friends, but like for music, it's like it's destined. It's destiny.
Yeah,
you gotta collaborate.
It's more or less it's more of a cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I mean,
Literal
at the end
harmony.
of the day, you just want like a good like sound, a good sound you can share with
Yeah.
everyone.
But it could easily just be as fucked up as
mess.
like trying to draw
Yeah.
at the same time. So like if you don't have chemistry with the person, that's the thing about collaborations with music. Like I don't collab with anybody if I can't chill with you.
Their relationships.
If I can't just chill with you on like just a regular tip. Like we don't even have to be making music. We could just chill, have a conversation,
Yeah.
chill, laugh or whatever. If we could do that, then it should be no problem making a song with you.
I'm all about that, like finding friends to work with, and
Yeah.
especially if I'm doing like music videos or
Exactly.
anything like that. Like I force the musician to hang out with me.
Yeah, why would you
Like,
why
if
would
we
you
can't
wanna,
hang out together, I don't really want to make a music video with you.
Exactly. Like why would you want to like make music with somebody you don't like?
Yeah. Music
unless
especially.
it's like a huge
Yeah,
check,
I mean, to be
you know?
singing and do you feel like you're bearing your emotions? You have an emotional. I said sultry, but it's more than that. It's like feels like maybe you could be crying sometimes.
Yeah.
You could be making us laugh at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
with
I'm
your
crying.
humor, and then
I'm a sad clown guy. You know, I'm a gentle giant sad clown.
Yeah.
You guys think of it that way? Like we're clowns entertaining? Like
yeah,
certain
I
people
think
coming
there's
to
a
the
certain
circus?
sadness to our performances. Not sadness as in like these guys are fucking losers.
These guys
you
are
know?
clowns.
Yeah, no, it's just
Look at
like
these two clowns over
as
here.
in like there's a grit to it. You know,
Yeah.
instead of it's not all just jokes. It's all it's a mixture of just like
We're joking
the
because
multi.
we're sad.
You know,
Yeah, exactly. And that's sorry. I just want to put in on this. That is what this generation, it's like that's what this is. Is like it's so the world is so bad right now.
Yeah.
That it's funny, dude. Like just
exactly.
There's no other way to be. You have to laugh at
exactly.
it.
You have to laugh. If you cry, it's
just
kinda
like, oh
going-
great, where are we going now? Like, come on. It's like, how about we laugh about
We've
it
been
and we
crying
have
for
a
days.
Exactly.
yeah. It's like
Let's go to a show.
yeah,
That's-
exactly.
and that's what true comedy is.
Yeah.
Laugh at the things that are truly messed up in this world.
Yeah,
Totally, the
exactly.
bad
And
shit.
I believe in that 100%. That's like my philosophy is like laugh at bad things, but also try to figure out a solution.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
meantime.
exactly. It's always a time to be serious.
Yeah.
You know, this is
Well, no, I mean, yes.
I find
Yes.
the shows that I met you at, they're funny because they're comedy shows, but then it switches from comedy
Yeah.
to music.
To
to
music.
comedy
that
to
one
music.
show, Jonah Friedlander was there.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
I was unexpected too.
I don't know if I was there.
You
No,
were definitely there.
You
Jonah
were there.
Friedlander?
Yeah.
Jonah Friedlander was
Judah
definitely
Friedlander.
Friedlander.
Judah
Yeah.
Friedlander.
Did I say Jonah? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You said Jonah.
Butchered that one. Anyway.
All said Jonah after that.
Yeah.
Who is that? Comedian?
So he was
Yeah.
on 30 Rock. He's a stand-up comedian. He was just in a lot of
Kind of looks like a trucker. He wears that.
Yeah,
hat,
he
his
like
long
he
hair.
Oh,
looks
that
like a-
guy. He
yeah,
was
yeah.
doing.
He's
He
like,
had the bit
yeah.
about. He was doing jokes about like
Well, how do
pretty
we fix
people being
America,
like
basically?
not. Yeah, maybe
that's
that
his
too.
bit is like he does like if I were to run for president, this is what I'd do, and he would go, anybody else? Like, what are the issues of
Yeah, what are
today? What are the issues?
suggestions?
Everyone's like, oh, abortion, or like, oh, what's up with gay marriage or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would always like at you ask for like problems that the government has,
Right.
and then he would be like, this is what I would do. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, he has a bit that's like, he's like, I don't think we should ban gay marriage at all. That is wrong and immoral. I think we should ban all marriage. Like, that's this type of shit right
Yeah,
there.
marriage is putting a lot of people in debt needlessly, and
Yeah,
Totally.
especially if
Just-
you're trying to pay $50,000 for
A
And your
wedding
li- your
that's
life
gonna
stops.
end in divorce, probably.
Yeah.
Like, that's a waste
God.
of money.
That's 50% chance. Of
Hey man, it was a good
dying.
time though. It was a good time, right?
was
That's
good.
all that matters.
You know, it was
It's a
only-
good time. $50,000 good
Just in
time.
Debt for the rest of my life, man.
yeah, we're putting money into therapist pockets too. Because
Dude,
if you're not divorcing, you're going to
No,
therapy.
if I'm
right?
getting
Yeah.
married, like unless I have the money to just waste on a wedding like that, like of course, like it would be nice to have that, but like
In America, isn't the female side supposed to pay for the wedding? That's like supposedly the way it's
Is
supposed
that
to
a
be.
thing
Really?
now? I didn't know that.
I think
I
it's
didn't
always
know
been a
that.
thing. It's like the lady side's supposed to pay in America.
Oh,
Am I totally getting that wrong? I'm sure there's like
You
America's
might,
so
yeah.
I'm not gonna
multicultural.
say
Somebody
you're
listen
wrong
to this
some
at all.
ignorant shit coming out of my mouth right
That
now.
could totally be true. It's just weird how like like so
I
like
think you're right,
I'm
though.
half Jewish and like but my mom isn't Jewish, my dad is, and it's just kind of like everyone's like, oh, so you're not Jewish? I'm like, no, that's not. I'm fucking half Jewish. Like, I'm like half of my dad. Like, good lord.
You guys religious?
Yeah, I'm super religious for Jesus.
I'm super religious for Buddha.
Nice.
I'm
That's what I
religious.
figured.
I'm
That's the way
religious.
that's our generation is at there. We're like, if we're anything, we're going Buddhist.
Exactly.
So
you know,
since high school, I've told myself music's my religion.
music's
Yeah.
my religion.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that's.
We were
and then-
talking about Deuce tricking me into being.
Into being
he told me he
17.
was 17 when he was here, but he has that show Church, right? You guys
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
I haven't been to that
What?
yet.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah,
What is
you
this?
were actually there. That
What?
was like the 4th of July.
Yeah, I need to get
Church.
to church.
That was his
That
show.
was the show.
Oh, that was awesome, man. I love that.
Not
That
on
was-
Sundays, right? It's
It
I
is on
don't.
Sunday.
I don't
Oh, it
know
is
the
on Sunday?
schedule. I need to start looking at their
It's on
schedule.
Wednesdays and Sundays, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was great.
I'll see you two in church.
Dude, yeah, I'll see you at church. Like, that's the only church I've been going to for the last. I haven't been to church in so long.
The only church I go to is weddings. That's it.
Dude, I haven't even been to. When was the last time I've been
Funerals.
to a wedding?
Yeah, funerals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I was in. It used to be a church, and it was a wedding, but it was a brewery. So it was like on the altar they have those huge fucking beer tanks, It was pretty dope.
Wedding-
That was in
That's a-
actually
that's
sounds
a-
like
Pittsburgh.
really great
That's a Williamsburg wedding, if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah.
But it was in
Without a doubt.
Pittsburgh.
Williamsburg wedding in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Do they have like
pretty
man
hip.
buns and like just skinny jeans?
So
Definitely.
So my cousin's getting married actually in less than a month.
You gonna perform?
No. This
Crash
is
the wedding? With
no.
the
I'm
band?
invited. I mean, it's my cousin.
I was thinking about crashing the wedding.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think they want you there.
Yeah. No. Yeah. This is definitely the more conservative side of the family. So
Yeah, and I'll just come
kinda-
I'll
Here
just
in
come
New York?
no, in Oregon. I don't have. I mean, I have a little bit of family in New York, but that's like all my dad's. So this is my mom's side of the family. Like they're all Oregon, like just like central, just all about just Oregon, about old timey Oregon.
Yeah,
They
and
still
just
have the
like-
Oregon accent. That's kind of southern, but it's kind of hello out here, yeah. But
Is that the way it sounds? I don't know. I don't know the Oregon accent.
I don't know.
like
yeah,
that.
it's
accent.
kind of like that. There's a little bit of a twang, but it's like a little bit smart at the same time. You know, kind of still West Coast up here. You know, we're still kind of close
That
to
sounds
Canada,
horrible.
but
You're
there's
learning
a little bit of
too.
twang to it.
Fucking-
No, yeah, it's weird. It's Oregon, like they want to be the South so bad, you know.
Why?
I mean, like, cause that's how that's just what they sound like. I don't know, like most of Oregon is very conservative, like, and also they just kind of have that twang. So therefore, they want to be the South. I don't know. They're all really nice, all about manners, all really sweet. You know, that's a good positive thing about Oregon.
I guess so.
And you know, that's the thing about the South too. Everyone's so nice. The South.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I mean, like
Everyone's so nice.
everyone that I know.
Everyone's definitely nice in the South.
I have yet to meet. When I travel around, like I know we have a
They're
really
polite.
racist country that we live in, the country that I should be disagreeing with everywhere I go. But I guess like I just travel in my bubbles. It's like every time I leave
dude.
the state, I'm kind of hoping to like have an altercation with somebody. Like
Oh, bro.
not needlessly, like for a need, you know, for a moral or ethical thing, like to
Right,
stand up for someone's rights or something. But it never happens. Like I just obviously meet all good people everywhere I go.
I dread that day where I'm just like, oh.
I just kind of wish I just had a gun on me at all times.
Yeah, just.
You didn't bring it today,
We
though.
have to be armed at
Well, I don't know
all
one.
times. Like,
Everybody should be armed.
Future
even-
episodes of this podcast, we all show our arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we all
we
show-
we should
It's
all
like,
just.
yo, what's
bullets.
up?
We should just glue guns to our hands.
Dude, we can like 3D print a gun right now. Like,
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
it's
How do-
easier than it's ever been to get,
Wait, is
get
that
arms.
a thing?
That's a-
Can
Oh,
you do
definitely.
that?
Yeah.
Polyurethane guy. You can't even detect it at the fucking airport.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't even know how like guns work. Honestly,
Well,
like
prepare, my friend.
Plastic bullets too?
I think so. Yeah.
Little, like, things
yeah,
that
but
just
that should
lodge in you.
It'll pierce you.
God,
It'll definitely kill
I
you.
don't know what's worse. Something exploding in you and killing
I'm
your
sure you
foot,
could
or,
probably-
like something just plastic and just gets stuck in you. Then you
But
gotta
the thing
go
is,
to the
it's like
doctor.
it's
Oh my
weird
God.
because how do you even shoot? Don't you need like gunpowder to shoot?
yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. How do guns work? It's just like it seems like you
I know
just,
I know there's 3D printed guns. That's a thing.
They are. Yeah, that is a thing.
No,
I
that
know.
definitely-
But yeah, we need to Google that. We need to
Yeah,
do some
it's worth it. Google.
our
Yeah.
homework. Figure,
Our-
how the hell does a 3D gun shoot?
How does
How's it
shoot?
fire?
Yeah, when we come back on, we'll just like, hey, guys.
We'll have him by then.
Well,
we know all about 3D printed guns. Yeah.
I wish I had a 3D printer. What would you print if you had a 3D printer, Ian?
I mean, I have figured like I'd probably print characters that I draw. I'd do,
I'd
like,
probably do my job.
my dad's getting on my case about it. I have like a bunch of titty creatures. Like, you know, so
City
print-
creature.
Yeah.
creatures. Oh my god.
Yo, that's
You guys haven't
good.
seen my art. It's like
Nah.
I draw boobies and fucking
That's awesome.
Boobies
coming
and
out of
titty creatures.
everything.
Nice.
Wow, man.
I like titty
Eyeballs,
creatures.
boobies.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know.
What'd you think of Superbad when he drew all those dicks?
I love that.
That was
sequence.
awesome. That was
He's
so
like,
cool.
I just got this thing. I've been drawing dicks forever.
Yeah, and like
He can't enjoy porn. There's got to be a dick in the porn, otherwise.
Yeah, that was easily like one of the funniest scenes.
Yeah,
of
it's a solid
2007.
yeah, no, that movie holds
Drop
up
pictures of
very well.
dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, it's a classic. Instant classic.
Just rewatched it. Definitely holds up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, compared to like American Pie, like American Pie is super
Little
just like
soft stock, right?
it's a little
Early 2000s.
yeah, it's a little like creepy and it's all like totally fake.
Yeah.
Like come
It's
on,
fake.
man. If this like would this girl really go up to your room and start masturbating and like you'd be like seems like you need an extra hand and she would be like I'm down, let's fuck. Like you really think she would do no.
That happens
no.
to me all
I
the
know
time.
it's-
You know what?
That happens to me.
What
a
it
lot.
happens to you
Yeah,
because you're
absolutely.
good looking. You're not Jason Biggs awkward ass high school looking ass.
I'm not even good looking, bro. I just, have a sultry voice and I know how to speak to women.
You're good looking, man. Come
I'm
on.
okay.
You're smooth, man.
I am smooth. You're
not shitting
I will
us right
admit
now.
that. Like when you're just some people are just like oblivious to their smoothness, but they really know about it.
Yeah, I hate that. I prefer when people are honest about their
Like,
smoothness.
I try to be,
or whatever they are.
I know that I can be smooth, but the thing is that I'm smooth, but I'm not a dick about it.
Yeah.
Like don't be a dick.
Yeah. It's cool.
Know that you're smooth, but be humble about your smoothness.
Be humble about your smooth.
You got a respectable
Be humble
self-awareness
about-
going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I try to be self-aware of myself. It sometimes works.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had a 3D printer, guys, I think I would print out dildos.
Oh wow. I would.
There's a
and
solid
sell-
market
and
for
sell
it.
them.
I mean, you would probably
To
get.
be honest,
you'd
porn
probably be meeting the
sells.
women you want to meet too, and it's a
Yeah.
solid idea.
I'd print out sex toys
I love
and
it.
sell them on the internet.
Sex toys. Huh?
Sex toys, bro.
Yeah, it'd be cool to figure out a way to 3D print vinyl records. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
it
Are people not
sounds-
doing that?
Yeah, that's
Is
creative.
that not a thing?
well, it sounds like
That
it's
sounds
probably
smart.
not a good idea though.
Why
It's
not?
Because this is the thing. Like, people who make vinyl records, they're all super about perfection and like.
very true.
Because I mean, it is about perfection.
but
It's about
it's-
microscopic grooves inside this plastic disc. That's all about perfection.
If anyone who's into vinyls listening, they're probably like, "This is some fucking bullshit. You can't 3D print vinyl." Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Why
Definitely.
not? Like that.
But if it
you
but
totally
if it
get
But
works,
if it works,
it's one of those
then
why
who
not
cares?
things for
Exactly.
sure.
Then why the fuck?
Like
not?
all digital media.
They're trying to bring
20,
back
15 years
vinyls
ago.
anyway, and they're like all like the original print.
I mean,
so-
it's all about what's cheaper though. I mean, because
I guess.
we're all
yeah,
trying
it's
to
definitely
figure
not
out.
cheap to 3D print.
Yeah, because vinyls
It's
are
not?
already
No.
expensive
Not yet.
as it is.
It's not
and,
even
like,
it's not even cheap to regular print. Like,
My
to buy
experience
fucking
with
ink
3D
is, like,
printers is they're always broken,
$21.
and
Huh.
there's like some tech guy who's like fudging with it for hours, and it's like, oh, we're gonna maybe try it tomorrow, and then tomorrow it's broken again.
Yeah.
It's like we got it to work last night. We printed out half a thing, and then it broke
like,
again.
Yeah, you need a tech staff to have that to man that thing. You know.
That's new technology for you, man. How long has
But
3D
apparently
printing
it's been around since the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, they just haven't like utilized it. It's been used for. I forgot-
MakerBot just made like the more user friendly, cheaper version that people could buy and
Right.
have in their homes.
Yeah, exactly.
Now available at
But it's
Best
been
Buy.
it's been
Yeah.
around. It's been around for a long time.
It is available at Best Buy now, right? I think it is.
That
Dude.
sounds about right.
We
You
should
know?
go to
They're
Best Buy.
they're all over the place.
Yo, me and my friends used to go to Best Buy, like drink a bunch of Mountain Dew there, play video games.
If they
Wow.
got sample printing, sample print a dildo in Best Buy while playing video
Sample
games.
printing. Dude, how long is this gonna take? Oh, 3 hours. What are you printing? Dildo.
Yeah.
Sir, you can't do this here.
You
Because
can't-
again, I don't know if we got that the beginning of this conversation. I asked if corporations are evil because of a conversation I had last night. But and I liked what you said. They're not because of free shit.
yeah, you, well, you
Right.
can
It's
you
like
can just
the
steal
free-
things, and it's just like not a problem for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a write-off.
Yeah, exactly. And you can just yeah. It's
Whole,
a, it's
Whole
a
Foods
write-off.
has a policy, I think, where none of their employees are allowed to like really fuck with you at all. Like
no chase policy,
Yeah.
just like that
that's what it
Atlanta
is, right?
episode.
No, the no
Exactly.
chase policy.
Yeah.
Oh, they do that in Atlanta.
Yeah, so Atlanta, what's his name's cousin? Like,
Does
just
he walk out?
He just walks out with a bunch of shoes. He's like, yeah, no
No
chase policy.
They can't, legally, they can't.
They did that
chase
shit?
you.
God damn it! I gotta watch that show.
He's like,
already.
sir, do you need help? He's like, I'm gonna just
Shit.
take these.
Yeah, no chase policy, and that was just beautiful.
But that's the thing for a lot of stores, though.
Yeah.
They can't chase you. You know?
Yeah, and so I'm just like,
We
sure.
probably shouldn't be talking about it, not because of getting in trouble, because now we're gonna ruin it for future generations.
I
if
guess.
The
I mean, I'm
corporations are
pretty
gonna
sure,
change
like,
the
they're-
policy if everyone starts talking about it. Right?
All the criminals already know about that. you
Yeah.
know? Like they.
But if it gets too popular, they're gonna change the policy.
I don't know
mean,
if they're gonna change. There's
I
a
feel like
reason
they've
there's a
already-
no chase policy.
Yeah,
like
it's a no chase policy because
liability
they're
thing, right?
security
liability. Yeah,
guards.
100%.
They're
Like you could
security
just
guards
kill
who take care of
someone.
You
on
gotta hire
accident.
security. You gotta hire
Yeah.
companies that have liability for their
Exactly.
employees
Yeah,
if they have
it's
to
just-
chase and get
Because
hurt.
if you
Get
chase
some
and
shot.
they fucking stab you.
shot with a bulletproof or bullet fucking 3D printed gun.
Yeah,
It's like, God damn it, it's half in. The bullet didn't even go all the way in.
This polyurethane really burns.
It's probably melts. That's probably what the plastic does. It probably melts into your skin when it hits you. Right?
Dude.
That's
Oh
funny.
god.
Oh my god.
That sounds painful as hell.
We're just
Wow.
making shit up. We don't know anything. About what we're
Nothing
talking
about 3D
Melted
printing.
plastic inside your body. That sounds like a fun visit at the doctor's office.
Yo,
That sounds like 1,000 Ways to Die. Remember that show?
He died from an infection from the plastic bullets.
You remember
that
the
melted.
episode where the dude dies from like sniffing his shit?
I was sniffing his shit. I was gonna say
Yeah.
sniffing. Remember the guys? They sniffed those fire ants. That was fun.
I
Yo,
didn't
people
see
in
this shit.
studio. I don't know how. Like, I'm pretty sure. Like, oh, you can't just make that up. Like, those are all real, right?
This girl was getting an X-ray, and then the two doctors that were pressing the button to give her the X-ray, they were like fucking against the button, and it kept X-ray, X-ray, X-ray. So it just like burned her and just radiated her whole
Oh
face.
man,
And
this
she,
is the same show.
and she died.
Yeah,
1,000 Ways to Die.
1,000 Ways to Die.
You
I
ever
guess-
see that show?
No, man.
Oh,
It's not.
dude.
It's not
It's
on
not
anymore.
anymore,
But
yeah.
it used to be like a really like watchable show. It was just like I
Shit.
could keep watching
Yeah, I could
this
not
because it's 1,000 Ways to Die.
So
Thousands-
I brought you two on under nerd pretext. I was like,
Yes.
can we geek out over comics? Because you
Totally.
started off in a set
Not me.
saying
you can
I'm,
geek
I'm
out with
chocolate
him.
brown. You could sit it out for a second. You can breathe heavily into your mic.
I'll just.
I mean, what I'm
over.
gonna say is like ultimately I'm afraid I can't geek out anymore because like for years I haven't even had time to like watch shows
Same.
or read comics. Like I'm starting to read some comics again, but I'm
yeah.
barely able to geek out.
I
I'm
haven't,
so like
yeah.
behind the times and
It's well, when it comes to like the actual reading of the comics, it's been difficult just
Yeah.
because like being an adult and trying to like balance going to a comic book store.
It's a
when
balance.
when you have time, like when do you ever have time when you're always like working or like
Yeah.
being a musician?
well, I have this
You know?
comic shop up the street, so it's really easy for me now. And
Really?
I
Where
love
is-
them. Vinyl Fantasy. It's just up
That's-
Knickerbocker.
Vinyl
I've
fantasy.
Yeah.
heard of that. Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
never
maybe we
heard
should
of that.
walk out together.
Yeah, I'm
Because
actually- I'm actually
'cause
down to
I
go
live-
see that.
I live over
half
there.
vinyl, half comics, just like it sounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's
Very
pretty
well
that's-
curated store, and a couple that owns it. They're awesome.
Wow. My go-to comic store is Galaxy over on it's on 9th Street and 5th Avenue, and I've been going there since I was a kid. And
Cool.
just
So you grew up in the city.
I grew up in Brooklyn. I went to school in Brooklyn from almost my entire school life. Like I went to high school in Queens, and I went to college briefly in Long Island.
Nice.
So like yeah, this city is my bread
home.
my bread and butter guy. You know. But
That's why I follow him around here so he can guide me.
You still feel like you're being guided around, or
no, he
you
fucking
settled
knows what
in?
he's doing. He just
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I just it's always good to check twice with the locals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he just makes sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to look at these people? Is that like?
Yeah.
Can I do
Can I
that?
talk to these
Like,
people?
yeah, you can do it.
You
Just
can
be
do whatever
careful,
you want. No one
right?
cares over here.
Nobody cares.
You get the chocolate thumbs up.
Yeah, he gets a thumbs up. Chocolate seal of approval. It's just a chocolate stamp on his forehead. It's like shit.
Brooklyn
Blah,
approved.
Brooklyn
By the end of a
approved.
day with chocolate, you're just like you got the stamps
The
everywhere. on your
stamps everywhere.
forehead.
It's
Yeah.
like, why is the top of your head, your forehead just brown?
Yeah.
But dude,
that's
yeah, I haven't been able to read comics as much lately, but like I've been watching a lot of comic book shows.
What are you watching?
I'm watching all the Netflix shows.
Yeah,
Um,
Daredevil.
Daredevil is like one of my favorite. Punisher was a really good.
I
like,
got into Punisher and Daredevil.
Punisher was like a real surprise for me. I didn't know if they were gonna go that like bloody deep with it, but like
Yeah.
they really like they did their thing with the Punisher. Luke Cage is awesome. I like it's Luke Cage is surprisingly like it's so cheesy that it's like good. I don't know, like there's something about it that I just like. And Iron Fist, I was a little disappointed with it, but hopefully the second season will like
Which one?
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
Yeah, hopefully the second season.
Is he part of the Defenders too?
He is. The Defenders is a little disappointing too for me too. It was just like very.
That seems like
It seemed a little forced.
Probably like they're all good because they were kind of like low key.
Yeah.
And the directors were able to like have some kind of like awesome control. I'm guessing that it changed with the Defenders because all the attention went to it. And
Yeah,
probably-
exactly. You have to like
probably made
learn-
the directing
you have
pretty
to
hard.
balance 4 heroes archetypes.
Plus balancing too many
and try to
storylines.
introduce a new villain and like
Yeah.
all this stuff. So like
the team shit is super hard. I feel like the budget needs to be through the roof.
I think that they needed a larger budget just
Yeah.
to like the stuff that they like that these heroes can do. Like Luke Cage is super strong. Like he can jump so high. He can punch through brick walls.
But
like,
they're limiting his jumps.
they limit, like, they really depowered him a lot in the show. And, like, I think that's just, like, a thing with this, like, comic books and like, movie media in general. Like, they always depower, like, either the heroes
because
or
of
the villains.
budgets.
Either because of budgets or it's just, like, they
Or
want
somebody who's
to,
like,
it just
it'll
works
be-
for their particular, like, narrative at the
There's
point.
probably
you know?
someone telling the writers they'll be more relatable if they're not so powerful.
If they're not so-
Because
exactly,
if
you
you're
know?
like Superman. I fucking hate Superman personally. I think he's
Yeah.
a lame ass character.
Oh, man.
I can't relate to him at all.
I definitely can't relate to Superman at all. But I do like Superman. I don't know why, but there's a certain, like, it's just
He's
a
handsome.
certain attraction, you know, that it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, if you had all these powers, what would you do?
I mean,
And
come on, you had Christopher Reeve playing him. Like, damn,
Yeah,
man,
it was-
that guy was so good looking.
Was he?
It was, I guess,
Yeah,
at
before-
the time,
before
yeah.
I
he
feel
was
like
in a
when I look at
wheelchair,
Christopher
yeah.
Reeve now, I'm like, I don't know if he is
Christopher
attractive.
Reeve's a
though.
sexy man.
Dude, he was hot in the wheelchair, man. Let's be honest. Dude, he had like that cut chin, the
Did,
jawline.
yeah,
he was
butt
like,
chin.
Yeah.
he had the butt chin. And
Everybody
butt
loves
chin,
the
super.
butt chin.
Let's be honest. In comic books, the butt chin is a staple, right? In illustration.
I never think about it anymore,
think
but
about
yeah, I
it.
used
Yeah.
to draw a lot of butt chins because I
butt
was
chins.
drawing comic books. and
Yeah.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like
drawing dicks,
it's like
drawing
it's like
butt chins.
draw
Yeah,
pictures
man.
of butt chins.
Now
It's
I
like the
just
butt
draw
chins are
dicks
just like
coming
the
off of
six
butt
pack
chins.
of-
Yeah.
But dude,
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're always being depowered in media. Like Drax the Destroyer should be so strong in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, he's supposed to be able to kill.
He's my
Thanos.
favorite fucking character,
Like,
man.
oh yeah, he's
he
definitely
makes
my
me
favorite.
cry.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
fucking.
hilarious. Batista's comedic, like, dry comedic timing is
Yeah, I love
Genius.
the new Avengers movie too because
Yeah.
for a lot of reasons I'm not a hater of the film, but
no.
but because of the Guardians, I think the Guardians
Oh yeah,
is
they
the
definitely
best.
they
and Drax is a big part of that. And the humor, him like them meeting the Avengers for me was kind of cool. It was like it really felt like wow, these different worlds are
Who's
meeting.
Gamora?
Yeah.
Where's Gamora?
I'll do you
better
one better.
question. Who's Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Everything that comes out of that fucking character's mouth. It's obviously the writers are doing good writing too.
But it's also Batista realizing,
But
like,
he's
what his range
yeah,
is.
his delivery is killer,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
He's fucking awesome.
It's strange to think that, like, I used to watch that guy wrestle.
What was it in the last Guardians movie? He's having a thing where he's explaining to Chris Pratt something funny about how he can't dance or he there's two types of people. There's people who can dance and can't dance. I forget. I don't even remember what it is. But he looks down on people who can dance. It's like a lowly thing, right?
Yes.
And then he's talking about his like wife and how she couldn't dance, and like he's just like he just knew down here. It was like it was meant to be and shit.
It's just, I just knew. Yeah, dude. Yeah, like.
Yeah, that writing is tight, man.
Like, I'll tell you something that I have been, like, reading kind of is it's like I told you this already. Saga
Mm-hmm.
was, like, really, like, I don't know, for some reason just got to me. It's like Romeo and Juliet in space, but, like, seriously.
In space.
I mean, do they
Dude.
do? I only read the first volume. I know there's like the love story and they're trying to save a baby.
Yeah, but it's just, like, dude, that whole, like, story is just, like,
Where it's like interspecies,
interspecies.
Romeo and Juliet.
Like Romeo and Juliet, and like
And
at one point there's like this dude like having sex with this spider lady, and it's just like,
Yeah.
who thinks of this imagery? And he's like absolutely in love with her, and you like kind of get that. You get why they're in love, like, because they're both psychos. Yeah, it's one of the more better written series, and also I don't know if you've read Miracle Man.
No, but I want to. I follow that artist. I love the artist.
I
who
meant
does
to
it. I
bring
think
that,
Mitch
that damn
Regards
book
or
over
something.
here. I totally forgot about it. I didn't expect to
man.
sleep over his house. I was gonna sleep in my house.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I've heard good things about it, man. Well written.
it's-
The art's
yeah,
amazing.
So good,
Yeah.
so good.
I'm really hesitant to buy any superhero shit right now because I'm sick of it. So it's like
right.
I want to make sure if I'm buying it, like the story needs to be good and the art needs
Exactly,
to be good. I don't-
yeah.
Yeah, they've been like trying to bring that back heavy right
Yeah.
now in media, and yeah, you gotta be critical now because there's a lot of them going on.
Yeah, it's an oversaturation, definitely.
Yeah,
But
when it's
You're
limited,
just talking media period or comics.
I mean, comics within just you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The pop culture, everybody into comics now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when it was limited, you know, a few years ago, it was just like every comic thing was like special, even if it was bad.
right,
And like
yeah,
we couldn't admit it was bad because it was the only thing that was only comics, you know. It was the only comics that were going on, but you know.
Yeah.
But now it's oversaturated. We
Yeah.
gotta be
Which is
critical.
like
We gotta
to-
be artists about it.
And to be honest, it's like about time for it to be oversaturated because like comics are awesome. They've always been awesome, and people have like always been looked down.
My dad tries to make me feel good sometimes. If maybe he thinks I'm feeling down, he's like, "You were ahead of the curve, kid."
Exactly. To be honest,
because I used to be
were.
humiliated. I used to not tell anyone I read comics.
Same.
Were you like that too?
Yeah, exactly. Growing up, like it was
I kept
just
it
like,
secret. I kept it hidden.
I didn't like. I kept it a secret. I would tell like maybe like my close friends here and there, like I read comics, but like it was never like I would take comics to school and read
hell
them
no.
shits. I would
Oh, yeah.
never do that because I would. It was like do or die, bro. You either had to be cool. You're either the kid that was the kid that was fresh or the kid that stinks. Nobody wants to be the kid that stinks, and like even though you don't stink, but if you read comics, you know, like
It counts as stinking.
it counts as stinking, bro. Like nobody wants to be with you. And I was like super into girls when I was in like middle school, so that was like the main thing. Middle school and high school was just like I'm into girls, but I don't want to be a nerd. But I would love to find a hot nerdy girl,
right?
You know, but
she was out there.
That was super rare.
She was out there. You
growing
just didn't
up.
need
Yeah,
her, huh?
exactly. You only experience that type of shit when you're an adult.
Yeah.
You know, you'll find somebody who's into that same
What do you?
shit.
I don't know what it's like right now. I should ask my girlfriend. I should ask her. She works with a lot of kids.
Like,
oh,
what is it like?
Because I know they're still the same kids. Like kids are fucking assholes.
Yeah, they're
Like,
definitely still assholes. Only they
shit.
like comic books now.
Kids are assholes, but they wear Supreme.
Yeah. Right. They look cooler than we did when
It's
we were
just
their age.
they're
but
the same
the
kids.
Same level assholes.
They just
Kids are
wear.
assholes,
They're
they
just
just
fresh
have
as
iPads.
fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm wondering if because of the movies, there's like a more open culture around comics. I feel like there probably isn't. There isn't.
And social media too.
Yeah,
that boosts it a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And memes.
And memes.
Memes, guys.
Meme culture.
Yeah, meme culture is definitely.
Yeah.
We should make some memes.
Yeah, I've tried to do that. I actually made
It's a smart way to try to go
I made a
viral.
successful meme once.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like how'd you gauge the success of the meme?
A lot of people shared it, bro. I was
Nice.
When you see it randomly 2 years later, you're just like, I made it.
That happened?
It happened.
It came back around. Like it
came
went
back
somewhere.
around.
It left.
Some
it left
random
you.
person I've never met before. I was like, dude, I made this meme. That's an accomplishment.
It's funny how it applies to music too. It's like you're trying to do the same thing with your music. You want to put it out there. You want it to go around and come back to you, like
and
a
it's
little
just,
sparrow.
exactly.
Or something.
And like sometimes that doesn't even happen because people are like,
No, I've been trying to make memes for a while, but I just can't. I can never do anything as clever as like what's going on. I'm just like, holy shit, that's so clever. Like that's so funny.
I mean, there are dudes and
I'm just
women
not that
too.
type of
There's
funny
all
either.
kinds of people who get paid to make that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
shit,
for
right?
real.
Like,
I mean, like, and a lot of these content creators, like, they're getting hired to like work for Adult Swim now and all this stuff, and like they're still like really low key. You know, they're still really low key about
I want
it.
to get some of them on this podcast because I know I've heard like other radio shows and podcasts with them talking.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
fucking-
Well, you got some
their
really
job,
good.
man.
You got some good meme pages that are in Bushwick, like Control is in Bushwick. Wipe Your Docs Off in Bushwick.
Nice. You're doing my homework for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
clearly.
no, I got and they actually threw an art show, a meme art show at the Woods back in October, November.
How'd you even hear about
What was
January.
that like? They printed
Meme
the
art
memes
show.
out, or it was like even
So
wilder?
they just put them on a projector, and they kind of just let them play while
Nice.
people did like
Dude,
DJ
that's
sets.
cool because memes
And
are
you just
considered
met,
art
and you
now.
just hung
Definitely.
out and got drunk with the creators. You know?
You were
And-
there. You went.
And I was there, but I didn't. I went alone because none of my friends like knew about this meme thing, and they weren't like
were
everyone's
they
into
judging
memes
you
now,
like
but
we were judged for liking comics? They were like, "Oh, you're going to a meme show?" That's
yeah,
fucking
no,
lame.
for real. Like that's kind of how it was.
Sounds awesome. That sounds
And,
funny as hell.
But but
We
you know,
all fucking absorb them every day. Like,
since-
how many memes do you think the average person takes in per day? It's like
Hundreds.
I mean,
hundreds?
yeah, I
If
would.
you're
I
on
would
your
say
phone
for me,
daily,
it's probably
like-
like 100. Yeah.
it's probably accurate. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I would
I
say
only
over
like 20 of
1,000 a
them.
week.
Definitely follow like at least over 20 meme accounts, if not
Oh,
more.
without a doubt, yeah.
Probably more than that. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of meme accounts that that I shouldn't follow on my artist page, but you
Why
got.
not? You're
Well,
trying to keep it respectable or something?
this is the thing, man. I'm really confused about this whole ratio business going on.
like follow back
Yeah,
economics.
this is the thing. Yeah, the follow back
Follow back
economics.
economics.
Like, I want to follow everybody,
Dude,
but
he gets so butthurt when people don't follow him back. It's just hilarious.
well, it's just I get butthurt when we have like such a deep conversation and like we're like vibing out, and then like they're like, yeah, bro, Follow you back, bro. All right, bro. No follow back.
I'll make an excuse for myself. If I don't do it, it's because like I went home really fucked up that night.
Yeah.
And I probably posted something in the
That's
morning
usually
or
the
posted
case.
like 5 things in the morning.
And they're
then-
just like,
then
oh,
I
you can
lost,
post again.
And I didn't follow anyone back, and it just went down, and then it's
Yeah.
gone. And I
Yeah.
don't know who followed you anymore.
That happens a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, I make sure like I get that follow back. I make sure.
You do it right away.
You know, all the way. Yeah, right away. Just like, here, that's me. Boop.
You're not a lazy Instagrammer.
No, man, I'm active. I'm out here. As you can see, I'm fucking live.
It's like, yeah, there's like the game where you're trying to play it cool, and then maybe too cool isn't good, because then you're like,
No, I'm gonna be
you're
honest.
butt hurting people, and then
I
they're not
think-
gonna.
I
Then they're
think-
gonna unfollow you.
Yeah. I think we got to take it back. Where we got to not like worry about the ratio so much anymore. Like we really like. It's just like, yo, you're just following those. It's not like I don't know nobody. I only follow 2 people.
Nobody.
I don't know nobody. It's hilarious. Like Tierra Wax Instagram. Like I noticed she's only following 1 person, and it's just a random meme page. That's out of like her 200.
That's always funny when it's this Uber celebrity and they follow one person.
And it's a meme page that I've never heard of, or no one
That's
else
such
really.
a celebrity fucking
Such a
move.
weird. Yeah.
It's like when somebody who's not a celebrity is doing that. That probably I haven't seen that. That wouldn't work, right?
Nah,
like you have to be
definitely
a
not.
celebrity if
You
you
have
follow
to-
one person.
to
You're just
follow one person.
Yeah.
Joe down the street. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
and be famous at the same time.
But yeah, but it's all about how you like go about. I would say in New York, it shouldn't be like that, because New York is all about networking, going to events, because events are happening every day, and when you network and go to the events, you gotta meet people, you gotta follow them, see what they're up to, but when it comes to LA, or just like being a internet, so like when you plan to make your celebrity, your famousness just internet, you're gonna go about it where you don't follow anybody at all, but you get like 200K followers.
Like vloggers.
Because
Yeah.
vlogger types.
I mean, not just I'm talking about like musicians like
Musicians too?
mainly. I mean, obviously everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like
Everyone,
everyone
yeah.
that's famous. I'm saying like when you go about it like the total Hollywood way, where it's you're like, yeah, I'm gonna plan this this
Getting
way.
rep by some agency. And doing that
rep
kinda
the agency
thing.
reps is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And and that's, but in New York, it's not really too much about this. About like meeting people and like getting to know people to build together, and that's my experience.
I love the community that Chris Carr has built up.
I
and-
agree.
Oh
100%.
man, yeah.
Do you guys
definitely.
go to any other communities around the city, or is that like the main one?
like Chris Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a few, but there's nothing like Chris's.
There's nothing like it,
Chris
right?
is the best
one of a kind,
format of whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would-
Yeah.
I would- I would
That's the
agree with
best
that.
format.
I mean, there used to be like different things. Like when I was like first starting out, I used to go to this place called Rap School. That was like huge in Brooklyn. Like think of Afro punk in an apartment with a basement that had like just dope performance spaces, and then like you can go to the backyard and have a bonfire.
Where was that?
This was in Bed-Stuy. This is around the corner from my house, and I used to go literally every day.
When did it end? I
But
wonder if I went to those.
That
and didn't
ended.
realize it.
That was back in 2014. I started going. Probably ended. Died down around like 2015, late 2015.
yeah, I was gonna say, man,
But it was
like,
before that. I think it started like 2012. But I like got introduced to it in 2014.
I just feel like a lot of these type of communities, they don't last long due to like funding or
That,
something,
yeah.
or legal reasons, like someone brought alcohol in a place that you shouldn't have brought.
Yeah, I
and,
mean,
like,
in this case, it was just an apartment. But
Yeah,
like, to be
but
honest, like
it gets rowdy. and,
it
like,
wasn't
there's
like you
people.
can go in there for free. So like it was definitely like financial restraints.
Yeah.
Because like he would go around with like a tip bucket or whatever. Like he would get money here and there, but like he was also selling weed too. So I think that like kind of made up for there being like everybody. There's hundreds of people in this apartment
awesome.
every Sunday.
Have you made a donation yet?
Yeah,
you made
but
a
it was
donation,
just,
guys?
dude. It was
Do you
amazing.
guys throw tip jars and hats out ever?
We've done that
We
before.
we've done it
Before
before,
around the
but
street?
like it's usually like when you talk to people, they'll just give you.
Yeah.
Here's $20. I loved it so much.
Exactly.
Oh my god, people
Yeah.
will do.
What do you mean no tip hat? You just after a show you're talking to somebody and
Yeah,
somebody gives you $20.
yeah.
That
They'll
just
happens
give
all the
you-
time.
yeah.
Or
Like
they'll
not
give
all
you,
the time, but like
not all
it
the time, but
it
like
should
they'll
happen
buy
all
you
the
like
time.
shit tons of drinks or something like that.
Yeah,
just,
and
like,
yeah,
thanks.
drinks is usually the main.
The main
offering.
thing is definitely drinks. They're
Yeah.
like, give me, let me buy you something. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
I need some of that too.
dude, it's that's amazing. Like people liking us so much that they want to buy us shit. Like I've never liked that I don't think I've ever liked anybody that much. Where I
Has
wanna
anyone?
buy
Have
them
you met
anything.
anyone who's interested in helping like fun projects for you, or considered like going after that kind of money?
Well, we got our homie, my friend, my good friend Smokey. Shout out Smokey.
Smokey Bear?
He was talking about financing like a possible like audio visual project.
Hell yeah.
But like we still haven't discussed. I can't really talk anything.
We
more on it.
literally like just started.
We were just talking about it
yesterday.
last night. Like that's just something that just popped up. But
You
yeah,
probably shouldn't talk about it.
yeah, I probably should.
shouldn't
But I'm just
reveal
saying,
any- you should
But I'm
keep it mysterious. Keep
There's
people
a
guessing and wanting it.
possibility. you
But
know?
like
Keep 'em
that's
thirsty.
I'm just saying we got audio visual projects in the works
In
right
the
now,
works.
and
Nice.
we're writing storyboards and everything right now.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
For the visuals.
yeah, for
Mhm.
visuals and like
Awesome.
for the track listing and how everything's gonna go.
Do you have any idea like how many people you're gonna hire to help make the visual? You're looking for one visual artist, or like teams, or multiple?
mean,
like spread it out among
I would-
5 artists.
I would love to make the team as big as possible because I don't want the same thing. You know what I mean? Like I love you ever watch Off the Air or whatever? Like I love how it's like
Yeah.
every minute it's like a different
Different
art
director,
style,
yeah, yeah,
different
exactly.
director.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, that's
Off
great.
the Air
Off the
is
air.
beautiful.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was
It's
definitely
gonna be a big education for me.
Dude, clearly. Yeah,
we,
'cause-
yeah.
Yeah, you're super into visuals too, like in
Yeah.
creating art.
Yeah.
This is
Off the
something that
Air,
you're
I
gonna
need
wanna
I need
watch.
like 5 vacations. I need a vacation where I just draw landscapes. I need a vacation where I just swim in the beach. I need a vacation where I just catch up on like shit that
On
people
YouTube.
tell me to
Yeah.
watch.
Got to get on your YouTube,
Yeah.
man.
You gotta get it.
And then I don't know what the other 2 are. They're just
YouTube's my
For
TV,
good
man.
measure.
Yeah, YouTube is definitely my TV. I
And, like
watch
there's
everything
so
on
much
YouTube.
content on there
That's
that
our
I
generation.
love and I learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even own a TV anymore?
I do own a TV. I just don't have cable.
Right.
You know, I have my
We have the
PS4.
PS4. Yeah, that's
You
the
keep-
new
you keep
TV.
it for that.
And I just,
But you don't
I
even
just
need
pay for Netflix.
you don't even need that for that. You could hook it up to another monitor technically.
Yeah, if I wanted to.
We're in that age where TV's totally
like-
fucking silly.
Yeah, I just use it just for viewing pleasure. Like I barely
Yeah.
watch it
You have,
or
like, an
play
old
video
school-
games anymore.
Thick box TV or like a flat
No,
screen?
it's a flat screen.
Oh, yeah, you got a
man.
flat
Can't go old school box. You can't even
It's like-
you can't even put a PS4 into
It's
those
too much
old school ones.
They don't even have a connector anymore.
No, those are like
Too many reflections.
Too many reflections.
they
You're
have
like,
HDMI cords now. Those things, old TVs don't have HDMI ports
Right.
at all.
yeah.
RCA.
Oh my god.
That's
I think it's interesting though that this culture that we're in, where we decide what we watch. Somehow the advertisers still get to us somehow though.
well. I'm happy with it. I really haven't had an issue with it yet. Like it's gonna be a problem when like if there's like a war or something. But I mean like.
You want to hear
Because of
something
what? Lack of
strange,
journalism
though?
and news getting out? What do you mean?
Well, yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, you could definitely say that. I was just gonna say like, I feel like it's just like the government listening on you. You know, that's just never a good thing. At the same time, it's a good thing because I found great products and great bands and great music and great little silly things that I love. You know, all through my iPhone listening to me while I just have a conversation like right now.
Like it's
Right.
reading you and sending you what you need.
Yeah, like
It
you know,
knows,
like
it knows,
like
it knows what you're gonna want to listen to.
like if I just said like, yo, how long is a mile? How many feet is in a mile? And then I pull out my phone, right, and then you go, I don't know. and,
There's some
then,
app-
and then I'm like, all
there's
right,
some
Google.
measuring
just-
thing.
So then I
Don't
go on
know.
Google
Yeah.
right now,
It
and
happens all the
I'm
time.
gonna just say like, you know, how long. You know what? Never mind. Didn't listen. How many ounces are in
I mean,
a pound?
my first experience with this was Blue Apron. Like, I was just having some Blue Apron
Oh.
conversations, and then I started getting some shit
That's
in the
like
mail,
the food
and just
delivery.
yeah, it was
right,
just,
yeah.
and it could have
That's a
been
great
it could have
idea.
been they just literally sent it around to everybody. I don't know, but I feel like we know that now that
Yeah.
like you say something and your phone hears it and you get fucking marketed to you next.
Dude,
day.
I love these little like loot crate things, you know.
What's
like, well, loot crate, like they send you like a bunch of memorabilia. Like it could be like comic books or it could be clothes. There's something called Thread Beast that's really cool. They send you like you pay $50 and they send you like 5 articles of clothing every month. And like a cool like hat or something.
What was the first one?
Yeah,
Loot-
First one is Loot Crate.
Loot Crate,
is
okay, okay.
awesome. That's better. I think it's better for you because you're more of a nerd.
And then, but the clothes. I need some new clothes.
But,
like,
yeah,
clothes and everything.
Thread Beast. It's like
Thread Beast.
$52 for like you get like 3 shirts.
This is free
2
advertising on the
pants.
show right now.
dude. And like like you go on the side and there's like, oh, what kind of style are you like? Do you like more like mellow clothing? Are you like a hype beast? You know, like that. It's so
Yeah.
much shit. And
They'll just send you.
but
exactly
they're
your style.
like little like things that like they send you like care packages, like this thing called Graze. Just
I
send you like
need some loving care right now.
yeah, they send you like care packages of like just healthy snacks that you can eat when you're just like
Thanks,
you know,
Mom and
chilling.
Dad.
It's awesome, yeah. I just love those like the idea of like
The new mom and dad is the algorithm.
exactly
Yeah.
to be honest, and like the new like restaurant is delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit, but totally, man.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like shopping at home is completely like I don't like shopping outside anymore. You know, I barely like waiting online to get food. You know, it's kind of weird.
I still like shopping because I love. There's ain't nothing better than smoking some weed and going to a grocery store and being like, I want to eat that.
I want to eat that, and then you fuck off all your money.
Well, I don't care about
I have
that.
reverse.
That's food.
I have reverse munchies. I'm not hungry when I'm high.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm not. I don't.
That's awesome. I wish I could be like that.
Yeah, I don't block out like certain amounts of money for food because in my opinion, food is all I got, and I just slack on rent instead.
Food.
You gotta just slack
All
on
you got.
rent, and then you just gotta get as much food as possible because that's all we got. That's what we're made out of. We
We're
are
made of
food.
food.
We are food.
We're
like
energy right now.
if we could totally get eaten by
When the
some
war
wild
breaks
animals.
out, we're
I'll
gonna
be eating
each
people.
other.
I'll be eating people. That's a fact.
The revolution will not be televised,
Yeah.
guys. So you know.
We're just
I'm
be-
going to the gym and getting a nice, really fit person.
Yeah.
You know
What's
what I'm
that?
saying?
That what you're planning on doing?
Yeah, eating a really fit person.
Eating a.
I don't want to eat a fat person. Like, come on.
Do you guys watch Silicon Valley?
I've seen some episodes.
I
but
should. I'm
There's a
from
blood,
Silicon
There's a
Valley.
Blood Boy in the newest season where like Gavin Belson is this character who's like basically the Bezos character. He's like the owner of the Hooli's like Google
Right.
type of character, you know. And he's got a blood boy because like he's this young little dude who gets blood transfusions from
Holy
to
shit.
get the you know to stay
Is
young.
that what that is?
Oh.
The blood. So to stay alive.
That's a thing. Dudes in Silicon Valley
That's
have
the
blood
Silicon
boys.
Valley thing for sure. So I'm
What
from
does it
Silicon
do?
Valley.
Are you?
Yeah, and it's changed a lot, man. It's been
I mean, that
A
place
weird
changes
change.
because of technology, because it's technology central. It's like
Yeah.
changing rapidly.
yeah. Well, the thing is that like I'm like 10 minutes north of Palo Alto, and it's crazy. Like Palo Alto, everyone's like, yeah, Palo Alto's changing, Mountain View's changing. Yeah, that's crazy. And then all of a sudden, my community starts changing, and I'm like, and we're just like, whoa. Like what happened here? Like this, this used to be just like a little safe town. Now it's just like too safe.
It's too safe.
Because of the fucking technology boom, and just like everybody's all like figuring out new ways to watch your kids and everything like that.
Creepy,
Like that's
creepy Black Mirror shit.
yeah, creepy Black Mirror shit. That's how I describe Silicon Valley right now. Definitely, it's not
A lot of
it's
happy smiley faces
that are
and-
too happy.
Is it like that?
Yeah, it's a little too happy.
It's
Well,
way too
everybody has
happy.
too much money now.
Yeah.
Because my parents, for example, they bought a house like early 2001, and then 2001 the iPod came out, and after that the
Was that when the iPod came out?
Yeah,
2001.
yeah 2001.
No
sounds
way.
like
That was the first
you're
model.
right.
That
I
was
mean, I feel like
that was
1999. It wasn't around.
No.
That's for sure.
I feel like it was like 2000.
It's 2001.
3
No,
or 4.
2003.
I don't know.
2003 was when the
2003
iTunes store came out.
I need somebody fact checking on my show. I'm thinking about like
Dude, I
Joe
remember the
Rogan has a
first-
dude who just I think checks shit.
I feel like I was in
He's like
like
always pointing like,
Yeah.
look this up for us right now.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel like I
yeah.
was in like 6th grade when the first
No,
iPod
it
came out.
was 2001 was when it was announced, and then it like really started coming out
What were,
2002.
what were you saying though? The fucking the iPod came out. Your parents bought a
Yeah,
house
and so my parents bought a house, and as soon as the iPod came out, I mean, that's really the start of it's not the start of Silicon Valley, but that's the start of like, oh no, this is gonna get huge. Like, this is gonna change
yeah,
everything. The
It
iPod.
literally did.
And and then of course more technology started coming out after that, then the iPhone, and then that changed everything. And then,
Yeah.
but
the iPhone,
as
the
that
iPhone's
was,
a more dramatic shift. It's just
Yeah.
the iPod was like
But-
the first
Yeah,
sign.
the
but
first
as
sign
that
was
was
like-
happening,
It was
as
one of
that,
the first
how
signs.
that relates to my parents is like property is very expensive now, and they like bought a house for not as expensive, like compared to what it is now, it's like super expensive. So like everyone just has a lot of money now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And if you're moving into to San Carlos, my hometown, it's because you got a lot of startup money to start up a company, and it's all about startups, all about the
Did you
startup
guys-
life.
Did you guys-
Incubators, startups.
Incubators. Well, that fucking word,
Yeah.
man. Holy shit.
I highly recommend Silicon Valley. That show makes me cry. It's so funny.
Is
watched the
T.J.
first-
Miller still in it?
He left. I don't know. There's
I heard he had, like,
too many
mysterious
controversies.
circumstances
He had like a
around it.
sex scandal or something, right?
Yeah,
know.
it was. Yeah, there's a bunch
That
of
kind of sucks because I
shit that
liked
wasn't
him.
Is there anything scandalous about a sex scandal when you're like our age anymore? Like,
What
does
the
that shit
fuck,
actually
man?
matter?
Why
Who
T.J.
cares?
Miller though? I like T.J. Miller. Like, why are all these?
What's the scandal? Do you know?
I don't know. It's like, I think he I don't know.
It was
some Bill
something.
Cosby shit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, like that, like Me Too shit. Like he was.
Yeah,
nasty?
It was, but like then I
TJ,
read it. No, but I read
tell
an
me to say
article
it, so.
like with his wife defending him. It was like his wife was like, I was there like the whole time. Like nothing like that happened at all at that event. Like that wasn't like
Right,
she was
right.
like that didn't happen. So I was like, oh, if the wife
Yeah, but
of
it sucks
TJ's
is
saying
because
that.
like there's a lot of like roles like he's supposed to be in and he's not in now.
Yeah,
because of
that's
that.
true, and it's sad because he was also he was in a lot of children's movies too. He wasn't in the
Yeah.
Emoji movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the bear one, Smokey the Bear, I think. What was that?
yeah.
Paddington.
Paddington
No,
Bear.
no, it was like Smokey
I-
the Bear, I think, or
They
something.
made a Smokey
No,
the.
it was.
Am I wrong?
Fucking. Oh my
Yogi
God.
Bear?
Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
He was in Yogi Bear.
He
Yeah.
shot. I know this because I saw like an audition tape that he shot. Like he paid to go to a zoo and do a scene with the bear.
I do remember that.
Like,
Yes.
to get the job.
Yeah, I do remember.
He
that.
beat everybody auditioning because he went to
'Cause
a
he
fucking
went
zoo and acted with a bear.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, TJ is
Badass
definitely a groundbreaking comedian.
Yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
I was in South by Southwest once. I was like a job sent me down there because I could never afford to fucking go there. And like, and it was a Silicon Valley panel. So like Judge was up there with one of the writers and showrunners, I think, and like the whole cast was up there, and it was fucking crazy. Like I was going to a lot of panels down there, and usually like people want to hear the directors and the writers talk, but the fucking cast, they're all
Yeah,
comedians.
they're all
They
hilarious.
were
so they
fucking
just
insane.
Yeah, and that show I'm
And
pretty
he
sure
was
is
the most
improv.
insane. He was wearing a grill. It was like when the black dude went up to the mic. He's like, "Are you wearing a
Big
grill?"
guy.
And like he was. He just was fucking
Speaking of
rocking
grill,
it.
you have a
He was-
grill right
Yeah,
here.
I've been looking at that this whole time.
was like,
What's
this
up with
is-
that grill, man?
You know, Henny. I shot.
This is Henny's.
I shot him
grill.
like 3 music videos. The first one I shot was all gold, and like everybody was wearing grills.
I didn't know you shot his video.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
you shot videos at all.
I mean, he does like he has so many music videos. That guy's like crazy. He's like
Yeah, I've
he's
seen-
badass, just pumping shit out all the time. He's always like, "I'm quitting. I'm not doing music anymore." And then like he's made more music than
That's
those
how you
people in
get
1
them
year.
Did he just like
listening.
post
Yeah.
something with him like? Wasn't he like completely naked on a mountain or something? And
Yeah, I think he just reposted that. That was like a road trip he did years ago. That I remember when he did that. I was like, yeah, I was probably stuck here in like a shitty mood. I was like, damn, I need to get out.
Yeah,
I
he
need
was,
to
like,
get naked,
born
like
free.
the Grand Canyon or something.
He's totally naked there, like.
Just
butt
remember
ass.
when you're at the Grand Canyon or on a road trip or something. You guys travel around and perform at all?
No,
we
we're
should.
we're just
Yeah.
New York strong right now.
Yeah.
That's a great way to drive each
We're
other
fairly
insane. But you
new-
totally got to do it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
We're-
well, if
we're
we had a
fairly new.
car, man. I just
Yeah.
junked my car finally this week.
Yeah?
It was
Got it up and running?
cursed. It was cursed. No,
Or
I junked
You
it.
got rid of it.
It was cursed.
Did you get a lot of money for it?
No, I junked it.
Literally just
I was
threw
in
it away.
debt from that car anyway, too. So, like,
Shit.
basically, what happened was, like, it got towed to a place that wasn't at the repair shop. Yeah, because the repair shop couldn't fix it anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get it picked up for Cars for Kids. You know, donation,
Yeah.
right? Get that tax break.
Cars.
Yeah, get that tax break. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I kept calling them to come pick it up. They didn't pick it up. And so then it got towed somewhere else. And the guy was like, hey, man, who's going to pay me $270 for this towing job, you know? $270 for a tow? Come on, man. Just hustling out here. So anyway. Yeah,
Did you pay him?
No, I didn't pay him because I was like, well, I can't afford that. He's like, well, can I junk the car? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, junk it.
Junk it and let's not talk about this ever again. Please leave me alone.
Please leave me alone.
Oh my God.
About your $270.
I hate car repairmen. But yeah.
So
So
I'm in a place where I want a car. And it's just like that's not in the stars for at least the next few months.
Yeah.
I was gonna try and do my own tour, like take my art around the
that
country
would
and,
be beautiful.
and do my own thing.
Yeah.
I want to team up with musicians. I want to figure out how to like put together some
Well, a
shows
variety
along the
show,
way.
that'd
and,
be
like,
cool.
Yeah, variety.
Variety.
show,
Yeah, if we
shit.
like organize it, yeah, that'd be very cool. Yeah, but we want to definitely travel. We don't have a car. I mean, you might know someone with a car. I don't know.
Yeah, I know a couple people with cars. It's
That-
just like
Could drive us.
the fact that like would they want to drive us? Is the
Yeah,
thing,
they
you
would
know,
have to
like,
get paid
they would have
too,
to
like
get-
all that shit.
They have to
like-
pay for gas and shit, which is fucking part of the expense though. Like you get for what you pay for. But if we do that, I would love to. Just
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah,
I think
would
it's
love to do it
I think
too.
it's definitely like obviously all artists are different. They figure out a
I
different.
want to
way
go to
make money.
Silicon Valley and perform out there, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
'Cause
not
you
where you
could hook up
perform.
some
That's
shows.
not. You don't perform there anymore. That place is not for art.
No.
But
That's why I
you
left.
probably could
I think
do.
I would
You
kill
probably
it
could
out there.
perform and make some money.
could
if you
perform
played
at-
it right, but you wouldn't want to. Maybe you'd be like,
Yeah, like,
take
I
the
don't-
money and run.
I don't think people would really like that in Silicon Valley. Honestly, like our like music, like they're trying to do some more like pop or like really folky, chill Bay Area. Like
I want to
folk.
say you're
Like-
wrong, just so that you can try it.
Yeah, I kind of think.
And maybe
like,
I
make
think we
it
should
work.
try it too.
Yeah.
Because I want people to be like, oh, that's a New York
Because
vibe. I
the
don't
way it
know
works is
anything about
people
that.
people don't know what they like fucking who am I about to quote? Steve Jobs of all people.
Oh my God.
People don't know what they want. You gotta show it to them. You
Yeah.
gotta give it to them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you're telling
That's
me
true.
that they don't want it, but no, they don't
No,
know that
they
they
don't.
want
Steve
it.
Jobs can roll in his grave. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's definitely right. No, I would actually like to perform there for sure. I mean, just not in Silicon Valley, in San Francisco, in Oakland. Let's do it. But there's no venues anymore. Like there's no venues from where
There
I'm
aren't?
from. No, that's why I'm saying no. We're not going to perform there because there's nowhere
Yeah,
to
I don't-
perform.
I don't know
You
what
could
the scene is
perform.
like at all. I
You
have
could
no
perform
idea.
at Facebook. Maybe that would be crazy.
That's definitely do
Get
it.
some
That would
dough
be
there.
solid
I would
money.
love
that
to
could
do
become like
that.
a recurring thing maybe too.
Yeah,
Like
no.
in-
If like Facebook had like a mixer or something, like that would be fun. to play.
Catalina wine
A
mixer.
Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah.
I would love to be a Billy Joel doo-wop cover. Yeah,
We did do 80s Joe.
yeah, late '80s Joel.
What music do you guys like besides Billy Joel?
Oh man. Barry Manilow is
Yeah.
awesome.
No joke?
Dude.
Who are your favorites, man?
My favorites. I'm really into Jimi Hendrix.
You can't say that anymore.
Why not?
He's the man. Like that's like the best artist of all time.
Well, I am into him. Dude.
If you ask me, I would probably say some obvious ones.
No, I probably like if we're talking about like my inspirations for singing and rapping.
Yeah, let's go there.
My inspirations for singing would probably be like Barry White, Al Green, definitely
Yeah,
like
that
Al
makes sense.
Green.
The deep sultry ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like Maxwell,
sultry.
Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Andre 3K. Hi, who's that pretty girl back there? There's a pretty girl back there. Am I seeing shit? Hi. Oh, I thought I was going crazy.
That was the drugs we took. Before this episode.
Yeah. You can't say Lauryn Hill anymore.
Why not?
Come on,
All right,
you saw
all right,
that
no
Robert
Lauryn Hill.
Glasper. You saw that Robert Glasper.
All
interview.
right, yeah, I did see that article.
That was funny.
But still, like, she's still. I like
She's
her
still
a
the
lot.
queen.
She's still a queen.
Yeah.
I love MF Doom. I love D'Angelo. I love. Oh
D'Angelo.
God, there's so many. There's just so, Maxwell is awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
you said that.
I have so many. Did I say that?
Maxwell's the man, dude.
Do you want to
Maxwell's
throw
the
any
man.
names in the mix, or
Dude,
did he cover them?
I love all those people.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say I've been trying to do more of a dad rock, dad soul. Not dad rock,
soul.
more like dad soul. Like Michael McDonald. What else is his name? Michael Bolton. Like I'm trying to do some like
Michael
80s
Bolton.
funky cheese. If you know what I'm saying. Trying to do some of that stuff.
Yeah, some real Boy George type thing.
Yeah, but kind of like more slowed down and funky, less
Slowed down.
poppy. You know what I'm saying? More like, but poppy at the
You know what
same
I'm
time.
really into? Though? I'm really into well now I'm into Japanese funk.
Yeah, Japanese funk is what we've been digging on recently.
Japanese soul
Oh yeah,
music is-
Hiromi Hosono is amazing.
Yeah.
I'll have to
He
check it out.
he still released stuff to this day. He's like 70. He's releasing crazy electronic stuff right now. Just releasing that. Yeah, he's very old now, but in the 70s he was like kind of more like folky, like jazz, and then he transformed to more like just like really cool like funky soul music, and then he transformed into more disco-y electronic, and then he just moved to just straight electronic.
Yeah.
And like
He's been on a journey.
He's been
for
on
sure.
a journey,
Right.
and it's like every album is different.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah. Hiromi Hosono, he's amazing. I recommend the album Pacific, 1978. You know, nice blue
you.
cover.
Wow.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, I'm super
But
into
yeah,
like
we've been listening to Japanese funk.
vaporwave.
Vaporwave's cool.
Vaporwave is like, oh my god, it's been my jam.
What's
for
his
the
name?
last
The
year and
guy
a half.
from the Monkees just discovered vaporwave. He said this is the most psychedelic music I've ever heard since psychedelic music in the '60s.
Yeah, man.
And I thought that was like, if he said that, then like that's really powerful that vaporwave can do
Dude,
that.
vaporwave is like
Mallsoft is very cool
it's
music.
dude,
You guys know Mallsoft?
Steezy's channel is awesome. Steezy as fuck. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
Oh,
Funked Up
shit.
East too. You get a bunch of
Shout out to
Eastern
JPN.
JPN. I don't know JPN.
Oh, JPN is awesome.
But yeah, shout out to Funked Up East. He
Funked Up
or
East.
he or she or they, I don't know who it is, but they release music that's from like the eastern side of just like Russia, USSR, like Estonia. Like they release funk soul music
USSR.
and jazz music from that area of the world in the 70s.
I definitely need to beef up on my Estonia.
Yeah, Estonian funk.
Whatever's coming out of Estonia.
Encino Man, Estonia, shit.
Yeah, no, Estonian funk is what's up.
That sounds awesome.
USSR
That
jazz.
Estonian funk, like that just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's
ring.
a great type of music, you know, and it's really like
How
some
are
of
you?
it.
How are you two creating music right now? How does it work usually? Is it
Well,
consistent thing? You throw beats at chocolate.
yeah,
chocolate
mainly
comes
like I'll
back?
throw beats at him, and we'll just like make stuff by that. And like, you know, sometimes I'll make something from scratch, but like I don't like making things from scratch too much because you know, as much as I want to do a less is more approach, I still want to have a big sound, big production
and he
sound.
he has a lot of beats, so it's just like
Yeah, there's so many.
at
to
certain
choose
point it's
from.
just like what's the point of even like starting from scratch when we have so much material to work
You're
on? right?
Exactly.
saying from scratch you don't need to make anything new right now. You need to finish what you got.
Well,
Yeah,
there's
I
that.
would say.
There's that mainly. I mean, that's where we're at right now.
And then you're constantly always
Gotcha.
making new beats
Yeah,
too.
I'm
So
always
Yeah.
making new beats, and I'm always
in a way, we're
yeah.
starting from scratch. All
So it's
the time.
always it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're just I mean, like what I try to do is I just try to make as much. I'm just trying to make as much music as possible so we can have a big collection so that we can
Hell yeah.
chop that down.
Yeah,
And then like make
a
that
cohesive
10,
like,
12 songs
yeah,
even better.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Was it you I was talking to? I don't know if it was you. I was talking about Louis C.K., who we're not supposed to talk about
Yeah.
because of Me Too. But his thing is like he puts his best joke at the front of the set.
Mm-hmm.
So then he has to like iron out. It's like it's the samurai sword theory because the way they do that, they like fold the metal and they just keep hammering it down. And they fold it and they hammer it down.
Wow.
So that's like his metaphor for that was like that's how he started treating his comedy. He puts his best shit right at the front, so he has to put even better. He should keep making better shit as it goes on.
Wow, that's fucking awesome.
You guys are all here, but there's a lot of people that aren't here. There's a lot of dead people. There's Hitler,
What?
Ray Charles.
Where's he going with this?
I have no
Those are all
idea.
the dead people.
You've got me, man.
Those are the people that definitely are not here.
Why did you mention Hitler and Ray Charles in one
He was
sentence?
talking exactly. Why did he do that? That's his best material. He put that as the opening joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
got you.
Oh my God. Catch up, guys.
Yeah, yeah. We thought this was you, bro.
We're
We were just
falling
like, why? Like, why are you talking
No, that
about
was a
Hitler?
direct quote from Louis C.K.'s, I believe, 2014
Yeah.
special
That's
or
ringing a
something.
bell.
Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, that was great. That was great, man. R.I.P. Louis C.K. I'm just kidding. He'll come back. He, you know,
yeah,
he.
he'll
His
definitely come
offenses
back.
are just embarrassing. They're
Yeah,
not-
they're,
they're
this-
not- yeah,
yeah,
they're not career-ending.
Yeah, exactly. Like
But he does need to chill for a
he
little
does need to
bit.
chill. He
He'll
needs
come
a
back.
little break.
I wonder if he'll do jokes about it or ignore
He'll
it.
definitely
Oh,
do jokes
he'll,
about it.
He'll
it'll
have
be
to, right?
great. I mean, like Chappelle even did that. He made jokes about his demise.
That was hilarious.
Yo, he
Yeah.
just
Chappelle
turned-
talking
he just-
about
He just turned 45, by the way,
Who,
Chappelle.
Chappelle?
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, he looks like he's 60. Like, doesn't he? Like, as much as
Chappelle
like,
doesn't look 60.
I don't
he,
think
I don't think he
He looks like
60.
he's going to the gym too
Yeah,
much.
But
he-
he just he acts like he's 60 though, and I'm like, don't. He's like
an
smoking.
old soul,
he's like
man.
smoking cigarettes.
And he's always like bent over. He has like the
bent
worst
over.
posture ever.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't want him to just be like this at 45.
Yeah,
like, as much
I
as he's
mean-
going to the gym, he's still just like,
Yeah, it's kind of.
yeah, life's hard.
Oh man, I had $50,000 once. I could have got 50. No, I could have got $50 million once.
Yeah,
He always
That's
brings
funny. That's funny that you look at him that way.
yeah.
that. Yeah, I just see him as like I
Love-
don't see him
love
as
Chappelle,
like
though.
old, but like he does seem like he was like
Well, what happened?
He's not a
he's
kid
broken,
anymore.
but he like he's putting the pieces back
yeah,
together.
Yeah.
What happened?
And you can
really
still see
wrecked him,
like
you know? So
the
it was
little
just-
cracks here and there, you know.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely not the same as what he was, you know. But he's still like Chappelle.
Yeah, I think he's super. I think he's stronger now than he's ever been.
I do
I think
too.
it's just like
he's
when you
way
stick
too
around in
strong
the
now.
entertainment
Like,
and you're like that successful in the entertainment industry that long, you're
Like
gonna
he's-
be fucking.
Yeah.
You're like you. Everybody goes in cynical. Everybody knows it's fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody, but people like him do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, yeah. So he's settling in.
I mean, he
I
said it
wouldn't say
himself.
60 years settled in though. Damn, that's crazy that you look at him that way.
He said it himself. He's just too good at this. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like-
Yeah, and he's just like, damn, like you might as well just be 60.
Exactly.
I like.
But he's
I
doing
like,
movies
I
now,
like all
though.
the shit that he's been putting out. It's
Yeah.
it's like
he's in that new Bradley Cooper
Yeah,
movie.
he's in a new.
What is that?
A
So
Star is
Bradley-
Born.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
remake.
He plays
Nothing
this.
about it.
He
The
plays this
remake.
alcoholic country singer, and then he meets Lady Gaga, who's just this writer, but she's amazing. She's like an amazing
Interesting.
artist. But anyway,
Have you ever seen A Star is Born? It's like it's an
yeah,
old
it's a remake of the Star. Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally know that movie.
But
With
yeah.
Garland, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bradley Cooper, he's like an alcoholic.
So it's a musical.
And
Is
then-
Chappelle gonna be singing?
I don't know if he was.
No,
gonna-
Chappelle.
nah, he's definitely
Chappelle's
gonna
his
sing.
friend, and his
Yeah.
Chappelle's like, I don't like.
Is
you
Bradley
seeing
Cooper
go
He
gonna
was
down
like, I
sing
don't
that?
like seeing you go down this road. Like
This
it's like
road.
it seems like a
It's like, come on,
dramatic
country music's
role.
all about roads. Just let him go down the road.
But it's just good. It's just good to see him. Like whenever Chappelle does pop up, even if it's a shitty movie, if he pops up, it's
Yeah.
just like it's. You can't get mad at it. Like
No,
he can
he's-
do no wrong.
he's
Like he was in
beloved.
what was that Spike Lee movie, Chirac, which I actually kind
I
of
didn't
like.
see that.
It's a little like I can understand why people didn't like it.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
I don't like
unfortunately.
music.
But
I kinda have a hard time with
I saw
musicals.
what he was trying to do with it, and I
Yeah.
recognized like, okay,
I
this
love
is
the trailer.
a very artsy movie.
I love the trailer.
Trailers are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like
Yeah.
Chappelle was in that, and
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, he instantly made this movie so much better
Yeah.
just by him.
He
doing
elevates
that
wherever
one.
he's.
Yeah,
I mean, he does get shit from. He's getting shit from the trans community, like
man,
a lot of women and trans
yeah,
people.
that's
But
got-
then he came back with a solid joke.
Exactly.
If this was some other thing, you'd keep your mouth shut because of fucking racism. But because I'm making jokes about white people, essentially, now it's a big
exactly.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
It's a great point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And god damn it, there's a fucking. Do you guys like Immortal Technique?
I love him.
I
He's
mean,
got a great
He's
line. If you
dope,
could take
yeah.
if you could take a dick, you could take a
Take a
joke.
joke. Exactly,
Fucking-
dude. He's fucking right though. Like,
Yeah.
you can take a dick. Take a
Take a
joke.
joke. That's fine.
his music
That's
might
so
seem a
raw.
little more offensive than a Chappelle set.
Oh, without
But I think the
doubt.
two of them are like they're just entertaining. They're just making jokes
Yeah,
and fucking
it's only
art
entertainment.
and music.
It's about
and,
riling
like,
up the crowd. It's
Exactly,
Not,
and
it's not
yeah.
about starting a fascist regime. It's
Exactly,
about making,
and that's
Yeah.
what comedy is.
To me, it's
Comedy is
obviously
like rocking the boat.
comedy, and it's like it should be bringing everybody. You should not be offended
Yeah,
by
you
it.
should-
It's,
don't be
it's
offended.
obviously a joke.
Take the fucking joke.
Yeah.
Oh my! Don't you? If you're easily offended, you should not go to a comedy show.
Oh yeah.
At all.
I was just, you know about Sam Hyde? You into Sam Hyde at all?
No, tell me. Tell me about
Okay,
maybe.
well, so Sam Hyde,
Sam
he basically, Tim Heidecker had his podcast earlier this week, and he basically like got it out of Tim that like Tim pretty much like campaigned to get Sam Hyde's show canceled, but Sam
no
Hyde.
shit.
Sam Hyde had a show on Adult Swim. It only aired like 6 episodes, and Sam Hyde came out as a Trump supporter. But the thing about Sam Hyde is that he's like a performance artist that's like trying to troll everybody to the deepest extent. Sam Hyde has
a
like
very meta level troll that you're not even sure if it's a joke or not.
exactly,
It's like,
yeah. And
maybe
so
he is,
he's
maybe
just,
he-
but Sam Hyde's a really talented writer and comedian. You know what I mean? Like he's like really funny. You know what I mean? And like that's like obviously not the funniest thing he did, but he's like a funny like guy that can make normal comedy that has nothing to do with politics or anything.
Right.
And like that's the part that he was like trying to get everyone to think about is that like this is just another show on Adult Swim, you know what I mean? And like I don't know. But anyway, Tim Heidecker got his show canceled, so like there's been lots of rage against Tim Heidecker right now. But at the
It's
same
brutal
time,
out there,
it's just
man.
brutal.
It's like there's
You
politics
can't
and
say-
entertainment.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Everybody's
can't
like,
say a lot of stuff, and
Can't
it's
say a
just it's
lot of
understandable.
it's like
you know?
artists like to get up and say, I'm not a politician, and comedians will definitely say, I'm not a politician, but like
I have opinions.
to play the game, you have to play politics. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
call
That's
bullshit when
that's
I
what
see
he's
it.
trying to. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do, and it backfired unfortunately. But
That shit scares me, man. Stories like that.
It'll get over
it's
it.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I
that's-
even want to try in this industry anymore if like someone's gonna sabotage me somewhere along the
Yeah.
way? But I'm not coming out saying I'm a fucking
There's
Trump
always
supporter.
gonna be
That's-
somebody gonna try to sabotage you. You know?
yeah. Sam will come back. Sam will come back. But yeah, he was he had some great skits.
Do you two encounter anything like that, or is the community pretty tight and awesome? Do you see any saboteurs coming in and fucking wrecking
Definitely.
shit? Yeah,
I think
Definitely.
I think that we're the wreckers, aren't we?
Yeah, we're definitely.
you
the
guys are the
wreckers.
wreckers.
I
But
think we're the wreckers.
but the wrecking
What do
you're
you mean,
talking
though?
about, I presume, is like you just show up and do an awesome fucking show, and maybe make some funny jokes that might offend somebody.
Yeah. That's exactly.
You're
Was
not
there
like
anybody-
deliberately sabotaging an act.
Oh
before
no!
or after you-
I've never
course
gotten
not.
that before. It was just like
That's
I was
insane.
extremely offended by that joke he said. Oh
Yeah.
no, I've never gotten that before.
Yeah,
because
no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Everybody's
really-
focused on their own shit. Everybody's
Yeah.
too focused on themselves to be
And I think, yeah.
sabotaging anything.
and I
right?
think the people that we perform for all know that like you came to see like something raw.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all like-minded individuals where it's just like I think we can all relate.
and where you
that
can you
shit
can
out
help
here is
each
fucked
other.
up and we need to laugh about it. You
Hell
know?
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
all at the show to have fun, man.
Yeah,
Like, that's why
exactly.
we came out. is to have
Don't be
some fun.
exactly. That's exactly why we do what we do on stage to make people have fun.
We're
Yeah. Ooh, somebody's at that door. Hope it's a weed dealer.
I'm gonna let it ring.
Let it ring.
Yeah.
It's not my job to answer the door
It is not your
during a
job.
podcast, is it?
No,
Nah,
it's not.
Nah.
It's not anyone's
It's
job.
very rude of them to do that.
I wish your
shit.
dog could open doors. That would
Yeah,
be
that'd
dope.
Right.
be awesome. You should teach her.
I'm working on it. She's a smart one.
She looks pretty smart.
Speaking of my dog, I just want to like say it on the podcast. It's a year as of today. It's a year since I've had her, so it's my little puppy anniversary.
Oh, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
I love
Doesn't it
dogs
just
so
melt your
much.
heart?
As much as
Yeah.
I'm an asshole, I love dogs to the
Yeah,
fullest
he
extent.
really does. He's a really pessimist. He's a
Oh,
pessimist.
You think of yourself
gotta
as an
stop,
asshole?
I gotta stop. What?
Do you say you think of yourself as much of an asshole? as him?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know,
He's
because I am.
definitely an
But
asshole.
but at the same time, you know, I love dogs so much because I love them more than people.
Yeah,
That's
me
what I'm
too,
trying
man.
to say. Like, it's just dogs
Yeah.
are better
It's an
than
easy
people.
thing. It's easy.
It's
It
the
is,
thing. It's
and-
hard not to love a dog.
Yeah,
And
that's,
people can fuck with you. And the dog at the end of the day isn't
just
really
so fucking
can never
cute.
really fuck with
Yeah.
you.
No, exactly.
They'll annoy the shit out of you. But
and that's why dogs are really special.
It's
to
also
me.
because they can't talk, or
They
we
can't
can't.
talk,
At least
yeah.
we can't understand them.
right.
And I think that plays a huge factor because
Yeah.
when you hear people, it's just like shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like, that's where it all comes back to at the end of the day is that dogs, you know, like if you know me and my girlfriend, she always talks about when we retire, we're moving to Australia, and we're
Going for custard.
We're going for custard. No, you know, she's always talking about going to Australia, raising a bunch of dogs on a big piece of land or something, and I'm like, that's such a good way to retire.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a good idea, but we gotta get successful first.
We gotta get
Yeah, it's
Successful.
And you want to do that in the city?
No,
No?
in Australia, man.
No, the successful part. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you want to get
How do you
successful
get? How
in
do
the
you
city.
get? How do you get successful in Australia?
I
don't
definitely
know.
feel that. I feel like the
I would say
potential for
sell
living anywhere.
boomerangs.
Sell
Sell
boomerangs.
boomerangs.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Or
no,
like have a show where you box fucking kangaroos.
Yeah,
dude, that's a show.
yeah. That's a,
I like that actually.
you know, if I was indestructible, I'd make that a show.
Right.
I
Those
love
kangaroos, man. You've seen that fucking video.
Unfortunately, I
Nasty.
care about my body and well-being.
Right.
So sorry.
I thought you were gonna say you care about the kangaroo, but they could take care of themselves.
Yeah,
they could take care of
they'll
you,
definitely kill me.
knock you out.
Yeah, I stand no chance against any wild animal. Any animal that's been in the wild, like even a koala, I don't think I could
A
take
wild
a koala.
koala's taking you
No,
down?
a koala, I think I'd die, man. I think I'd die.
What's the deal with the koalas? They eat eucalyptus all day, so they're high as fuck.
Yeah,
constantly.
they're always high, so they're just like.
So this is a bold statement. This is a crazy statement.
I
over
mean,
here.
the
You're gonna
thing-
get fucked up by a koala. Is
The thing is that my head looks like a koala. So
that your spirit animal?
yeah,
yeah, that sounds about right.
my head looks exactly like a koala, man. It's the exact shape of a.
I'm gonna throw up a Photoshop.
Yeah.
You and a koala together
Yeah,
right
koala.
now, and
It's like-
we
That
can-
would be
we
a
can make
great
the comparison.
cover. Is you holding a koala.
Me holding.
That'll be the start of
To
a
be
meme
honest, I was
too.
thinking
There's definitely
a,
laws against certain ones.
We're thinking about getting an otter.
Procedures. I don't know what the
The
deal's with the
fuck
otter.
do you want an otter for?
They're cute.
They're cute, but they're
Well, why do you want
they
an
they
otter?
require a lot of work.
I think an
Like,
otter would
shit.
fuck shit up.
They
Yeah,
would.
they fuck a lot
It
of
would.
shit up.
It does.
Unless you had like a bunch of rats, it would eat.
I read up on it, and it was
That's what
just
they
like they're really needy, wild creatures that mess
Yeah.
everything up. But
Yeah.
they're so cute.
Why don't you
because
get a
they still
ferret?
love you.
They're
Ferrets
crazy
are
cute.
Ferrets
My
aren't as
ex-girlfriend
cute
had a
as
ferret.
otters because
that's close visual to an otter. That's a good.
Yeah, ferrets
you
are
have to
actually really
settle.
cute, and they're easy. I feel like they're easier to take
they're not
care
as
of.
big as
And they
Yeah.
don't need to be
Otters.
in water and shit. You don't need
Yeah.
to give them water.
Is that part of the otter deal? Like you have
Yeah,
to like, leave them in
they
a tub or
require
something?
water sometimes, like or being like to cool down and shit. They don't have to. They don't live in water, but like they require
like
water.
and
They're
like
aquatic
fur
creatures.
or whatever.
I was considering a
water.
sloth, but then I did some research into it, and it's actually like a horrible like they're treated horribly.
Yeah.
And you don't want it.
Really?
You have to get like heaters and stuff, especially in the city. You got to like make your apartment into a tropical environment, essentially.
Sloths.
It's just
I mean,
not right.
Yeah, it's like it's New York's fast paced. You know what I mean? Like, come on, keep up, sloth. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, koalas, man. Like that doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. You know?
Are you guys aren't like. Well, I know you're not a vegetarian, but are you a vegetarian? Ian?
No.
What is like the what meat would you want to try the most from an animal?
Like getting into an
from an
inappropriate
exotic.
territory,
Yeah.
like dog and cat.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't want to ever try dog and cat.
Yeah, I don't want to try it.
My roommate.
Snake.
My roommate's
I'd try
girlfriend.
snake. I'd try snake.
Were you in Vietnam or something?
No, but I'd try it.
Oh, you would. You would
I
try
would
it.
try it,
Okay.
yeah.
My old roommate's girlfriend. They're from Korea, and basically, she said like, yeah,
dog and cat eating.
my favorite food is dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
It's super common over there. They eat a lot of dogs.
Yeah, no, I
lot
just
of
gave her
dogs.
a nice and then
I
yeah, they
love
eat
dogs.
dogs like it's just candy, and I'm like,
it probably. I mean, dogs probably taste good, bro. Who knows? Like, it probably tastes.
dude,
like,
anything.
what do you think a dog tastes like
anything
steak.
with the right texture, right sauce.
I want to know. I need to talk.
Would
to
you
some
rather eat a
Koreans.
dog or a wolf?
Oh God.
I'd rather eat a wolf.
Oh, it sucks. It's a hard one though because the wolves are endangered, and I fucking love wolves.
Well, too bad. I'm
Like,
gonna scarf that.
We're
that
not
puppy up.
worried about the dogs going away. Well, if you get the attributes of the animal, a fucking wolf.
Yeah, I feel like
if
a
you
wolf.
get
like,
the power of the beast.
like it's asking questions like, would you rather try bison or cow? I'd rather try fucking bison.
I would try bison.
I've had
I've had bison meat before too.
It doesn't taste that much different.
No,
honestly.
not at all.
Yeah,
but
you
like,
kinda
if
can't
you'd
tell
never
the difference. How
tried
you
it
prepare
before,
it.
and you're just like, oh, I've had cow. Like everybody has cow.
Yeah.
Everybody has bison.
Yeah.
You know, or
So we're all meat eaters.
yeah, we're all meat eaters.
I ask everybody what gets you angry on this show. You get
Oh,
angry
yeah.
about fucking animal abuse and shit.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I do. I just I try not to talk about it because it gets me too angry. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we already kind of talked about some angry shit.
Dude, yeah, I get
We're at an hour and 25 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna try to wrap it up so we can get some music going on.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that
It's
sounds
too
Yeah,
late,
good.
I
right?
gotta head to Afropunk. Hopefully. Hopefully.
So fuck the angry question today. But what advice do you give to fucking young people, young creative people? Can you give any? You care to?
Advice.
Yeah.
Make sure that you do what you want to do. And make sure that your art is your art and not anybody else's art. And like make sure you're doing it for yourself. Not for like being selfish, but make sure it's art is originally, I feel, it's for like self-healing. And also like it's good to have fans and stuff like that, but like make sure that it's your art and that people like you for your art.
Yeah.
Don't try
I
to
agree.
don't be a poser. This is what I would say to them. Don't be a poser.
I find it hard doing art for money because it's like even when I feel really good about the job, it's like there's a degree of separation that now it's not totally for me in a way.
Exactly.
And then I'm like not doing what I want to do, and in the end, I know for a fact the shit that's gonna make me successful, if there is anything, it's gonna be like something from totally like in whatever I am, from whatever I am intuitively.
Yeah, like don't pander if
dig
it's
it
gonna
out.
take you out of your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that as well. Selling art is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to start selling beats as a side hustle as well.
Yeah,
when it comes to,
license that shit, man.
yeah, it's licensing, and I don't even have like a beat tag yet because like I just find them to be cheesy, and I have to have like the funniest, best one. I feel like, and it's so hard to like get that exact. No, that's yours, man. We recorded right on the good old Johnson.
Right in the good old Johnson.
Right in the good old Johnson.
You can use that, bro. That's yours.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I'll use it then. But yeah, I was thinking about like getting my girlfriend or someone to be like the Solomonophonic sound.
Yeah,
This
but
is
a lot
the
of people use like sexy women's voice for.
They do.
their
That
shit.
is a cliche.
Like, you
Gotta
need-
stay away from the cliche. Am I right, guys?
To be honest, you don't even the good beat makers don't have a fucking beat tag.
Well, no, but I'm saying
the good ones,
but-
like you recognize their beats right away because they have.
I'm
a
sorry.
certain
What
way.
is a beat tag?
So,
That's
sorry,
like
a
the
beat-
watermark that you put on.
Yeah, that's like the watermark, and
It's
like
like every
it,
10,
and it
30
is
seconds
it
it's
is
saying-
important for if you're
It's
gonna
like DJ Khaled.
Right.
We the best. That's
So
Right.
so it could be like a thing that is just your thing. It pops up in all your songs.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
but-
you're literally putting it over music on like stock music sites so that
Well, like,
people
what's that
can't
thing?
fuck
What's
with
that
your
on
shit.
the beat? Ho.
Yeah, and basically, if Young Metro don't
Yeah,
trust
yeah,
you.
yeah,
But anyway, what I was gonna say is that
What
that's
what is he
important.
saying there?
It's
What
a
is that?
metro.
If Young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
That's what he's saying?
I'm gonna shoot you,
I'm gonna shoot
or I won't, or I
I'm gonna
gon'.
shoot
I don't know,
Alright.
whichever
Metro,
one.
Metro,
But
Metro,
that's
Metro.
important for people if they're gonna if you're gonna lease your beat to them.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
have
definitely.
your tagging it. But if they want to buy it, you should
You
got
can
to
take
take
it
that
off.
tag
Yeah,
out so it can be
exactly.
theirs,
Right.
and then discuss royalty rates after that. But
Before
yeah,
that.
before
Don't
that.
wait.
Before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it up front.
Of course.
Do it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm
Do
trying to
it.
like wrap my head around that right now. Selling beats and selling songs and all
Fuck yeah, man.
that stuff. But yeah, man, because that's how we start as producers to start selling our product.
Solomonophonic.
But
Do
yeah.
you guys both collaborate with Dark Matter, or is
Yeah.
yeah?
I haven't yet,
yeah,
and
he
he just
hasn't.
moved, didn't he? So
Yeah,
like,
he's moved to DC.
Yeah,
He
so-
already did it.
He
Yeah,
just did
yeah.
this week.
He moved yesterday.
Yeah, it sucks.
He
I was
got
like,
in and then he moved.
I was
that
not
fast,
ready
huh?
for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Shit.
so
We
yeah.
just had a going away party for him at my crib.
Yeah, he
Damn.
and I always talked about collaborating, but we like never did because he moved.
I mean, you can still do it. He's only 4 hours away.
I guess
Yeah.
so. I just
But
You
like,
could
we're
trade-
definitely gonna
trade
visit
beats
there
for
for like
the
a
internet.
weekend.
internet collaboration's important, kids.
Yeah.
Social
Like,
service.
I've played with Dark Matter a long time, basically on my whole music career. I would say so.
Yeah,
He's produced a lot of beats for me. We've featured on a lot of songs.
yeah. Let's close this out with like what's next for you guys. Like we got the Brooklyn Music Video Festival that you Solomonophonic unfortunately can't make it to, but you're gonna be.
I'm
performing.
gonna be there. Brooklyn Wildlife Fest. It's gonna be at the Bishop Gallery.
You're performing at Bishop Gallery.
Yeah, the Bishop Gallery is always in a different place, so like I don't even know.
Oh,
where
it's
gonna
moving.
be. It's like it's a roaming gallery, pretty much. Like
Wow. Yeah, I'll learn more about that.
That's
yeah,
interesting.
Dude, yeah, the last.
That's also a gallery. Like
I
a proper
performed there
art
twice,
gallery?
and it's been it's also an art gallery. Like I performed there twice, and like it's always like in a different location.
Nice.
So, I'm gonna be at the Bishop Gallery September 2nd. Follow me on chocolate brown _ on Instagram, and I'll keep you guys updated on what my performance dates are. I also have a performance. We have a performance September 15th. Yes.
Jinx.
Jinx.
Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
No.
He owes me a soda because I jinxed him.
He jinxed me, but I knocked on wood first. So
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. But anyway, so what's up with that show? Like, cause I don't know.
that show is gonna be in the city.
Okay.
That's actually like a smoke and chill type party. It's gonna be a '90s theme party.
Yeah, 90s theme. That's right. And there's gonna be like edibles there that you can buy and everything.
Nice.
So it's gonna be like super smoked out for
I
for the
I
potheads.
love the fucking everybody getting high at the shows.
Yeah,
with
the-
comedy
Yeah.
because it is funny for comedy.
Hell, it is.
definitely like everybody's just chill.
I
staring.
feel like it's crucial to be in like an environment where you can just like it's a safe space for everybody to do their drug.
Oh yeah.
not their.
I think it's fun. You totally see who like is really into it and who's not into it. And a lot
Yeah,
of comedians
exactly.
are falling back on like these bad jokes where they're like, "Oh, it's because you're high that you're not laughing." It's
Exactly.
Like,
No,
you're
it's
just
because you're
like
not
waiting
funny.
for some funny shit.
Yeah,
to come
or
our
if
way.
funny shit.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah. Well, because the energy. I mean, the energy on stage, and the energy being in the audience really high is a different frequency. And
Exactly,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's hard to like match that frequency and read
Right,
the
right.
room with that.
People are more likely to, I think, laugh needlessly when they're drinking at a comedy club than when they're high.
Guy, yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's a hard crowd, man.
It's a hard
it's
crowd.
it's a hard
bro.
testing ground for those
You need to,
comedians.
like, because when you drink, you laugh at everything.
Yeah.
You know. But that's September 15th.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is on a Friday, I believe.
Did you
Yeah.
want to say where that is?
That's gonna be here. I got the address right here, actually. Excuse me, Solomon. Say something while I look for this address.
Okay. Space. Filling space. Filling time. Filling space. What's up, guys? It's Solomonophonic over here. So yeah, right now I got like 4 or 5 different projects going on my own. So like I got my own project, Solomonophonic, where I'm just writing songs and making my own stuff that sounds like nothing else. And then and then I'm working with Chocolate. We got we're in the midst of trying to release some singles, but we got to figure it out. We got to plan it because people
Plan the release. The
yeah,
marketing.
Yeah, marketing as well as like what song would be perfect for the timing. You know what I mean? Like what's the timing? Because people just
Christmas
want
song? You guys working on a Christmas song?
Oh my God!
Oh, dude.
Shit, we got to do that.
I would love to do that.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that. Please remind
And a
me to do
Halloween
that
song
later.
because Halloween's a better holiday, actually.
All right, so this is gonna be at a secret location, guys. So if you guys go on my Instagram, I'll have the Eventbrite.
Yeah, you got a DM for deets.
Yeah, you got a DM for deets. So
Are you doing a artery thing? Is it one of those?
no, I don't think this one isn't through Artery. This is like a private.
That's a big thing, keeping the addresses secret.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
Yeah, everybody likes the
It's
secret party
exclusive,
concept.
but it's inclusive at the same time.
Yeah, everybody's welcome, but you got to put some work in.
Exactly, and it's free.
It's
so
free.
you
That's
guys
cool.
can-
That's good. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. So I was just gonna finish up. So like, Chocolate and I, we're doing our thing right now. We're gonna release a single hopefully next month or the month after, and then yeah, and then I'm working with my homie Booby Holiday right now. We're working on like a new sound as well, and then I'm working with. We're working with Sean Rose in the mains and Sway. We're trying to get that project off the ground.
Yeah.
And then also I'm working with my friend Remy Wolf.
Right.
Shouts out Remy Wolf in L.A. She's a very talented friend of mine. I've been friends with since high school. We've been making music together. But since in high school, like, there was just so much, like, awkward, like, high school tension, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there was just, like, lots of just weird stuff always going on because high school's weird.
And you're finally
And
getting out
now
of
that
all
we're
that
adults, like, we're just like, oh, my God. We're like the same person. We can vibe out, write songs.
Isn't that weird when you like don't vibe with somebody when you're little, but when you're an adult?
I mean, we
you
vibed, but there was just too much like forced awkwardness, like within like everything, and just because our community's like that.
Yeah.
And
this is for all the young kids out there trapped in high school bullshit
just
worlds.
know it gets
It
better.
gets
yeah,
way
it gets
better.
it gets a lot better.
It gets better, but
But
yeah,
also
so,
it gets worse too.
But also have fucking fun because that's a great time too.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't get those goddamn years back. You can't
definitely
act
don't get
like
those
the way
years
you can act now.
Exactly. Well, I break that rule.
Experience youth to the fullest.
I'm
guys.
still
Well, you
12.
become an artist and then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly.
right?
Be whatever
very
age you
true,
want.
very true.
But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we got lots of projects going on. We got lots of things planned, but we're taking time. People like to rush us.
Yeah.
After every show, they're like,
Where
"Yo,
do I find this music?
Where can I find this music?" I'm like, "You just found it. It just happened.
you
like,
gotta
what
come
do you
to
need
it.
to? You were there.
It'll
I'm
be
gonna
out.
hassle you. I'm gonna be that guy.
You come to the next show.
Dude, but
Hurry it
honestly,
up
I
already.
love that though. I love that people are just like automatically want
I love
to hear
that
it
too.
after.
You need
Yeah.
a fire under your ass.
So
If
that's
you
how
are
you.
gonna take
That's
your
how
time,
you. Yeah, exactly. That's how you know you're doing something. You're doing something right.
Yeah.
When people automatically come to you, it's like, all right, where can I pay for this song?
And that's where you
know?
say, well, you can
So-
follow us on Instagram to like,
Are a lot of the songs that I'm hearing live not even online?
no,
I can't even
no.
hear them
no,
yet.
there's like one or two.
Yeah, there's a
Oh, yeah, then
couple.
you guys
here
do
and
have to get on there.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's.
But well, no, we want to perfect it. We want to make
Yeah,
it
we're
perfect.
still- we're
People.
still-
That's the problem I have with a lot of artists in New York is that people
Rushing
release
shit
shit. Yeah, they're like, oh, it's gotta get out because it's gotta. And I'm like, dude, it's not perfect. Like, release it when it sounds like a mastered,
Are you
beautiful
gonna
product.
you mix and master yourself?
I don't do the mastering. I have a lot of Berkeley friends that do mastering. Or you can use Lander. $5
Yeah,
a
Landers,
master.
yeah.
Lander's really not that bad.
Nah.
What is that?
But
It's like a
this-
self-mastering.
Yeah, it's like an auto master.
yeah.
It's like done in like an hour or something. You
yeah.
pay
What,
$5.
like you drag and you pay someone to do it.
It's
It's
on
a program.
Lander. It's just a program. It's online. You just
Let me write this down.
Yeah,
Lander?
it's
Lander,
land
yeah.
with a R at the end, no E, and lander.com. And you can just you just put your track in, you pay $5, and then it becomes mastered. But
Yes.
it's
Because
not.
this shit is a
There are
pain in
free
the ass.
versions
I'm
too,
like
I think.
manually going like line by line for all these podcasts.
Oh,
and, like,
dude, yeah, you
bringing
can
things
totally
up and
use it.
down and
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, that is a pain in the ass. I was gonna say, man, yeah, like no, Lander's dope. $5 a master. But like at the same time, I want to check it out before. I'm not gonna just go, okay, Lander, master it. Like I want to actually make sure the master is beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah.
for
And it's-
your album,
It's
don't do that.
clean,
Podcasts,
everything.
you can
punches.
treat them a little shitty.
Yeah.
In your art, you gotta make sure.
Yeah.
You got to make sure it slaps in the car.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. As long as it
Exactly.
slaps in
Slaps
the
in that
car,
car,
you're
It's
good.
fucking
All right.
Gucci.
So speaking of perfection, we're about to hear something that I'm assuming is going to be not to your like final mixed mastered perfection.
Yeah.
But
Uh.
we're going to be cool with playing it.
Yeah,
It's gonna-
of course.
Well, I mean, we have
You're
something.
gonna play-
We're
you're
we're
gonna
gonna
play
perform.
live?
Yeah, we're gonna perform something that's actually
Yeah.
already out.
Well, let me
Cool.
actually ask you something. So
Yeah.
I have my sampler. Do you have two inputs, or like is that how we're gonna do this, or do you want me to hop on the guitar, or like what should we?
Let's disconnect here and start talking shop. Let's
Okay.
hook it up.
Lit.
All right.
Sounds
Our
good.
listeners don't need to hear all this talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless they,
We'll be back.
let me know
guys.
if you want to hear this type of talk, and we can leave it in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
But I want to say thank you to Chocolate Brown and Solomonophonic
Thank you,
for
man.
Much
coming on the
love.
show.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah. One
Appreciate
love,
it,
guys.
man.
Appreciate
Great.
you.
Guys.
Thanks for having us on here.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Live music in the studio.
Are you gonna... Are we recording now? Yeah. Alright, cool. Chocolate
Brown, Solomonophonic sound. It's rain day.
This kinda don't feel right. Oh,
why this don't feel right. Said I've known you for a long while, but everything that we did led us to this moment in our lives. You said you fucking hate me, well I hate you too. You said you never wanna see me, but you stay on my Instagram liking all my photos. It's cool, I get it right. We all have infatuation, and we make love. It feels better than vacation. Said we down the ride. Every time that we chillin' vibe, it's kinda hard, but our schedules don't conflict on the weekends, and we can do whatever we can anytime that you want to, that you want to. We fly. Every time we hit the spliff, we fly. Every time you with the shits, we fly. Every time you get it heated in the sheets. Hey, don't you go there? Why you aiming for my feelings like? Don't you go there? You know how to push my buttons. And I really kinda hate that. You know how to get me started, but I really kinda love that. Said I'm addicted to pain, like a masochist. Say these relationships are masochist. Every time we get together, it's happening, but I love it. We fucking, we love you. Said I love you, and you love me too. Ooh, said I love it, and you love it too. We fucking, we love it. Ooh, I love it, and you love me too. Yeah, Chocolate Brown and Solomonophonic coming to you live from Short, Bald, and Angry podcast. Studio Cinco. It's awesome. That song was called Rain Day. You guys can find that on Spotify, SoundCloud, and you can also find that on YouTube. There is a music video for it, and it's really nice. We're gonna pleasure you with another track. We don't really have a name for this one yet. It's called Stay. Tell Me Not to Go? Something like that.
Tell me when to go.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Yes, that's what I think of too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, right. She told me not to go. Go anywhere. I said I'd rather stay. Snuggle with you. Told me not to go.
jazz.
Swinging, baby. Should we hit him with one more? Should we?
Take it if you feel it.
Man,
Dude, I feel it.
you feel it?
I feel it. What do you want? You want to give him some two-step? Definitely. Yeah.
End on a high note,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah. 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 I see you looking at me from across the barbecue. So baby, we can crack a brew through. Smoke a spliff or two. I said, baby, going to stop. Dance grinding for me, 'cause it's real. Right. Baby, it's real. So baby, going to stop. Going to stop. Shake what your mama gave you. Going to stop. Shake what my pop gave me. Going to stop. I just want you to roll through. I got the mood, but you ain't what to do. But right now, I just wanna keep it basic, 'cause I'm baby, going to stop. Damn, dance, grind up on me, 'cause it's real. Right. Baby, it's real. So good to stop. Good to stop. Yeah. Go shake what your mama gave you. Baby, I'ma shake what your mama gave you. 'Cause I said, baby, you go to stop. One more time. Going to stop. Going to stop. Don't shake what your mama gave you. I'ma shake what my papa gave me. Don't shake what your mama gave me. Don't shake what your mama got. Don't. I said, baby, going to stop. Do your thing, grind up on me, 'cause it's real. Baby, it's real. Chocolate Brown, Solomonophonic sound. We love you guys.
You already know what it is.
Peace out.
Make babies to that.